beautiful freaks, and welcome to a brand new episode of FREAKQUELS. I'm your host, EJ Leeson, and with me today is that co-host with the most, Mr. Rory Colorasi. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
Yeah, what's new?
I lied. I'm actually not great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
I just have to be here again. So many episodes.
So many episodes, so much time.
No, I'm actually really excited to talk about this movie. This is, and our guests can elaborate on this. This is one we've been talking about doing for a while.
Yes.
Because I remember you messaged me like a long time ago about doing this, and as soon as I read the movie, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Because I just bought the Criterion.
Yes.
Shot for everybody at home. I heard there's a game.
Anytime we mention the Criterion,
we
take a shot.
We do it a lot, and we're not going to stop.
No. Well, let's introduce our special guest. He's a writer, a TV personality, one of the coolest guys in the world, huge horror movie fan, constant Blobfest goer, Mr. Jeff Boam. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, guys. I love this podcast so much, and being with my tribe, my people. Yeah.
I know, it's awesome. I love
Yeah, and thanks for calling me one of the most awesome people in the world. I'll take that.
Oh,
I'll
dude,
take it. Put it in my pocket.
Dude, you are. Yo, you are such an incredible writer, by the way.
Thank you.
Like, you're behind the six.
Yes.
Amazing. Like, Chris Alou is always like
I
awesome.
saw that play.
Yeah.
I saw that play. I remember Beck and I, we were like geeking out about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
No, it's so good. Like that cast too was like banging.
Yeah,
I remember like Chris Alou made me like cry at one point.
I know, because
Like,
you
it's
feel
so-
bad for his character.
Yeah, like I was just kind of like, oh shit. I didn't bring my tissues.
And then you were nominated this year, right, for Judas Sheep?
Yes, this Saturday, the Northeast Pennsylvania Theater Alliance Awards, 6 awards for the Judas Sheep.
Oh, nice.
And we're nominated. It's it's just an. I mean, I know that's a cliche, but it is an honor to be nominated. I just love to go and see all my friends and colleagues, and I'm really just rooting for the actors. I mean, they did an incredible job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melissa Uchik is up for an award. David Spitzer.
She's so great.
Yeah, Eric Lutz, and it's going to be a great time. Oh yeah,
Dave Spitzer, another actor.
He's great.
That he's not in a ton of stuff, right? But when he is, I'm like, man, I could watch this guy act all day. Like, he's so good.
I remember asking him like if he'd ever done any like film work or anything like that, and he's like, no. I'm like, well, that was a loss. Because he's really good and very, very likable.
Yeah, but there's an intensity, even though he's such a likable, nice guy. Not that but he has an intensity inside, like a lot of us, that he just hones for these characters.
Yeah,
and it's amazing.
He's so good. Yeah,
but David, and this is the ultimate compliment, was done acting. He just, it wasn't, what he wanted to do anymore. And he came back to do the Judas Sheep because he had done the original. And he said, this is the only part I would come back for. And that's such a compliment.
Wow.
And he's nominated now. So I think there's some good juju in the room for that.
That's awesome. He's got like a Henry Fonda kind of thing about him.
He does.
he does.
Yeah.
Definitely like old school Hollywood.
Yeah.
And
Did you ever see The Wrong Man?
Oh, a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like if they were gonna remake that, I would just stick his ass on that.
yeah,
I just feel like, Dave, this is perfect for you.
he's such a like he has a old school like golden age Hollywood look, and
Like he'd be at home in like a noir or something.
yeah. Oh my god, absolutely. If he was in like a Maltese Falcon type of movie, I like for sure.
Like right alongside like Cagney and Bogart.
Yeah, I would be like, I would buy it. I would be like, yeah, he belongs there.
You ever see like the Roaring *20s?
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Humphrey
Stick him
Bogart,
in that movie.
James Cagney.
Yeah, that's one of those Warner Brother gangster ones, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Criterion.
that was great stuff. Yeah. Well, that's David's jam. Is he loves that era. I know.
Yeah,
as a friend of his, and he would do an impersonation or performance of Walter Cronkite every year, kind of doing a summation of the year's stories, and but in that voice and that timbre, and he just loves that era. And I know he always wanted to do a noir. But
man, we gotta make it happen. Yeah. We gotta make this happen.
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
Dust off that shark skin suit, David. You're going in.
We're going in. But no, I think it's so cool because like Chris Alou, I remember in Behind the Six, and his character has this really, really cool arc. And without giving it away, but it's incredible. And that whole thing, like Sam Falbo,
Yes.
and Dave Spitzer. Oh my God, what a cast for that!
I was gonna say you got like a lot of really, really talented people in that one. But then, like, I mean, just like your words though, like it doesn't sing if like the script doesn't work. So you did an awesome job with it.
I always give them the credit, and I have a great assistant director / stage manager in Maggie Roche. I mean, she's just
oh my God,
friend of the show.
Fans. Yeah. She's hosted a couple of episodes for us.
Yeah,
here she does Shequels with like Elle Snow. Do you know Elle?
Wait, isn't that available wherever you listen to your podcast?
Yeah, it is. But Maggie is one of the most talented. Like, if I do any project ever, it's like you have to get Maggie on board because she is like incredible at what she does,
and she's a cheerleader. She will push you to get it done, and she will make your vision happen. And that's such a rare commodity. My family had some tragedy this year, and I didn't give enough time that I wanted to the production. I got done everything I wanted. It clicked all the boxes, but she was there to like shepherd it, to like get it there, and that's I'm so grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
and Harry was in it.
Harry Powell also nominated Harry. Didn't mean to slight you there, Harry. Yeah, he was great. We just picked it. And we didn't necessarily get who we wanted the first time, and we weren't going to stop until we did. A couple people didn't think they were available, and then they actually thought about they were, and thank God. Right. I always have the post show like depression of like, oh man, that's so much fun.
I know. Yeah, but that happens. Because even like acting, right? There's so many times where I'm like, man, like the next day, like the Monday after that final show, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself because I can't rehearse lines.
Yeah.
And like a lot of my routine like goes away because I'm like going through my lines, and I get like last time I was in 2 shows, right? Like, and or 2 one acts, and so I would go over one and then take a break and then go over another one, and then but that Monday came around and I went, gosh, I don't know what to do with myself.
I guess I got to resort to alcoholism. Do you ever get that when you finish writing a script? Because I always find that like I'm so in the zone when I'm like writing, and then when it's done, I don't have the feeling that I think I should have, which is like, me being like pumping my fist and being excited. Yeah. It's more just kind of like, oh, this is no longer mine. Yeah, I mean, it's no longer like the world that only you are privy to. It's like you're putting on the world, and it's like kind of.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah, I mean, there is that, oh, it's great, my baby's here. Oh, I have to give my baby away a little bit. Share my baby.
And someone's going to tell me.
So true.
And someone's going to tell me my baby sucks.
That's one ugly baby. Come here.
You son of a bitch. What a baby.
What a face.
Yeah. What a face.
Marla Hooch.
Yeah. Marla Hooch. League of their own.
What a hitter.
Yeah. What a hitter. But yeah, no, I'm such a huge fan of all your. So do you have anything in like that you're working on right now, writing?
Yeah, you know what? I did a pilot and did a series treatment for television comedy, not a sitcom, about a late night horror host in the 1980s.
Cool. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I have the first 6 episodes written. The 7th one started, and it actually got some traction and was a semi-finalist in a couple competitions. And
awesome.
I took it out and just reworked it a bit. But that's been one of my passion projects. But I realized that I need stuff to do actually in the public. We're going to have a reading of that one eventually, but I'm in the midst of writing another stage play. I that necessarily wasn't something I yearned to do.
Yeah.
And then having a talk with my buddy Sam Falbo, and he said, yeah, you have this idea, develop it. And so I am, and I'm finishing 2 screenplays.
That's amazing.
And I'm just having a really good fertile period here, and thank God,
Yeah.
It's weird when it's not there.
Yes.
It's like a real ugly period where you're just kind of like, I need to do something. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then it makes me wonder if like there's like something missing inside of me.
What is this?
Can I just be happy? The answer is no.
You just can't sit with yourself. You're like, I hate this.
I try to do that thing, like, and we'll talk more about this shortly when we go over the movies, but even sometimes if I pick up the phone just to see what's going on in the world, and I'm just like, fuck this, I can't do this either. I'm so disgusted by it. But yeah. I was wondering if you had like that same kind of feeling that like once you, like when you're writing something, you're like in such a race to almost, just to complete it. Mm-hmm. And then you finish it and you're like, oh
man,
it's gone. I gotta do something else now, and then you gotta dream up something, and
Yeah.
it's a weird process.
Find the
It is a weird
inspiration of
process.
things.
Yeah. I mean, creativity is just in general a very great and a frustrating practice, and yet we still go back and we do it again and again.
Obsessively.
Yeah. Obsessively. Yeah.
Obsessively.
Yeah, it's so true.
I'll never stop. Even bouts of writer's block. I come back strong. I'm like, just keep writing, dude. You never know what's gonna be done.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's bad, put it down. Put it down on paper.
Gotta get it down. Get it out.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, man. So one thing we like to do is, of course, talk about recent movies we watched.
Yep.
And so, Jeff, you could start us off. What are some movies you watched recently? Did you go to the theater and watch anything cool?
I did actually. I think this was the talk last time when I was here. My 9-year-old, she's my movie buddy. We saw Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Not usually my jam, but anything with me and my daughter is just fun. And she really liked it. She said to my mom, she said, "Mommy, this movie was really fun." So
It's a good review.
Yeah, it is. And she, we just had fun with that. Other than that, I was hitting the award stuff. Because the Oscars being last month, just making sure I saw each and everything that I could, and
What did you like in it? Like, if you could say like your top 4 or 5 movies that you saw.
Yeah. So I would
in no particular order, mind you. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no. I liked Frankenstein a heck of a lot more than I thought I would.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm a horror guy and I'm a Gothic and Universal and Hammer. I'm like, do we really want to go down this road again? And we did.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
If it was anybody else other than Del Toro, probably we didn't need to take that trip. But it's like, oh, you've got something to say? All right.
Yeah.
School me, sir.
Because I know these are fighting words with some people, but I wasn't a huge fan of Shape of Water. I appreciate it, but it wasn't, I much preferred Pan's Labyrinth before then, but he really brought something to Frankenstein for me.
Yeah.
And I had read the book. I'm an English major. My wife is very familiar with the tome, and we both really dug it.
Yeah.
And moving on from that, one battle after another. I'm a huge Paul Thomas Anderson fan. Mm-hmm. I pregame before his new movies come out.
Right.
So
you were just like watching everything.
Yes.
Up until
And so I go, Gina, I'm gonna Nope. Just okay, honey. I'll be in the basement then. Okay, right. You do you. So I'll go geek out and I'll watch them. And I love the guy's style. I love everything about it. And it was a damn good movie.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to take the top prize.
Right.
It was my pick as the best movie of the year, but I really thought that Sinners was going to swoop in there.
I thought so.
And I like Sinners. I liked it also when it was called After Dark. But no, there was so much originality in Sinners. I kid, but no, I enjoyed that as well. So I'm gonna put that in the top 5 just because I really enjoyed the performances there. But as far as the other 2, oh my goodness, that's
Did you see Sentimental Value?
Yes.
Because I loved the fuck out of that movie.
Yeah.
That was a movie that was it's pretty. What would you say, 2.5 hours or so?
Yeah.
If that was another 2 hours, I would have been totally okay sitting in that world.
It was
such good writing.
It was a journey. It was, performances. And the other one, Secret Agent.
Did you like that?
Yeah, very much so.
I felt like the world in that movie was so authentic.
Yes.
It felt like late 70s. The only thing I felt like I would have done with that movie is had it had a date with an editor. It ran a little longer than it needed to. It just needed to be cut a little bit. But it's still just a great film. It's just a nitpick, but
no, that's been a problem of mine over the last 5+ years with just the indulgence of some of these cuts. They really do need some old school trimming. I'm not saying Harvey Scissorhands or anything like that, but it's just a lot of these movies have it goes on and on. One of which, the Irishman actually I think warranted it, and that's a movie that just got so much better in my estimation. I watched it again this week.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah. It needs to breathe like a wine because that's the whole point, and it's great. But then you go to Killers of the
Flower Moon.
Yeah, and I'm like, this did not need to be that long.
So okay, real backtracking. I don't want to lose Irishman for a second. I'm the biggest champion of that movie because I did hear from so many people that are like, oh, it was so long. They're like, it didn't need to be that long, and I'm like, no, it has to be that long so that the last shot hits. Mm-hmm. It's like, what does a life like that lead to?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like you can't answer that question unless you experience this guy's life. And it's not for like a point where you're watching it and you're like, well, that was boring. Yeah. You're watching all these like amazing actors, these legendary actors just kill it. You know what I mean? So, like I remember watching that for the first time, and I think it's like 3 hours, 3+ hours, or something like that.
Like 320, I think.
Yeah, and it didn't feel like that.
Yeah,
and I know you had a different reaction to Killers of the Flower Moon, but like that was another one that I was watching, and I'm like, Martin Scorsese, don't ever leave us until he's playing. No, I just love him so much.
I loved it, and you know what? Maybe I'm a hypocrite because it did feel long to me, but I cannot think of an edit. Of course, I only saw it once. You know,
sure.
Killers of the Flower Moon. I keep getting the two mixed up.
Just put it on Criterion if you're interested.
Definitely would, but I'm having a love of going back and watching a lot of gangster movies.
Shit! What are you watching?
Okay, so Casino's on board for this week.
Hell yeah!
Saw Bronx Tale.
Okay,
awesome.
Really, I go on these things where I just want to go through someone's total over, or like I want to go back and watch Mean Streaks and just watch everything.
Oh,
not just the mob movies, but I want to see everything of Scorsese's. You know?
Yeah. I just actually watched for the first time Boxcar Bertha. Did you ever see that?
No, I've always wanted to.
I know, me too. That was the hard thing. It was like finding a decent copy of it was an issue for a while, but they just actually like put a really decent 4K out for it. And everyone told me, they're like, just brace yourself. This is his bad one. And I didn't see that movie. Because it's definitely not like, you know, in the same stratosphere as like a Goodfellas or even Casino, like you just mentioned. But like those Scorseseisms are in there. Like all that stuff that you like love about him is present in that film. So like for me to say that it's like the bad one, I'm like, if that's his bad film, it's like when people say like Tarantino's bad movie was Death Proof, and you're like, that's a pretty good bad movie.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
If that's your worst film.
I put Kill Bill Part 2 as worse than Death Proof, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but like it's just I think you could watch Boxcar Bertha. It's very much like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of flick.
Okay.
Set during like the Depression and stuff, and robbing trains and banks and stuff with really interesting characters. And then the ending, you're like, oh, there's a little like Last Temptation of Christ imagery and stuff. And so I love them.
Oh, how can you not?
What other gangsta flicks did you watch? That's my wheelhouse, sir.
Yeah, Les Samurai.
That's great.
Yeah, just it was in my top 20 for so long. It only dropped out because there's so many other cool movies out there, which often happens, right? And the list goes on and on. But you know, it's developing practice here, you know, because I'm writing another play, and you know, it's really. Even though I do deep research, I'm reinvestigating some of the tropes of the genre. And,
cool.
So what better way to do it than some of these classics, you know?
Yeah.
Just incredible material. So yeah, Casino. I mentioned Bronx Tale. Donnie Brasco, which I haven't seen. I probably saw it 20 times and then I stopped watching it.
That's a fun flick.
Yeah. So that's on the radar.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. There's many that are out there. There's Bugsy. Yeah. Even
Bugsy. Yeah.
Even Black Mass, which has its problems, but
with Johnny Depp, right?
Black Mass is. Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, there's like maybe like a better edit somewhere, but that movie fucking rocks regardless.
Right? Yeah. It does. Yeah.
Johnny Depp is like terrifying in that.
Yeah.
That scene where like he's like asking about the recipe. Do you remember that with David Harbour? That is like wonderful writing.
It's really good.
When he knocks the guy for putting his hand in the peanut bowl. You know? Yeah, I'm unnerved. You know what I mean?
Right. Whitey Bulger, was that his name?
Yeah.
Whitey,
who since was killed since that movie came out. You know, in prison. So,
couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
and The Departed is also, which totally holds up.
Like Departed, yeah.
I remember thinking this is a departure for his style, but no, it's all there. It's incredible.
It's so good. And I love The Departed.
Nicholson's just done. He's
amazing.
He's amazing in that.
Did you ever hear that Matt Damon story about Jack Nicholson? And when they're about to kill the girl, he's like, "Oh, she fell funny," and so he just like kept adding more and more to that scene. But if you ever get a chance, look at it, because Matt Damon actually does a really good Jack Nicholson, and it's really funny. I don't want to like spoil more than that,
right?
Because originally it was just like they kill that girl or whatever, but then he was like, you know what would be kind of funny? What if I said she fell funny? You know, and he goes like all into it, and you're like, oh my gosh, Matt Damon, you genius. But yeah, no, that's really cool.
Did you ever see The Big Heat?
Yeah, with the James Cagney.
Yeah.
Top of the world, mom.
Yeah.
Top of the world. Top of the world,
that's another like fantastic movie.
Yeah.
I saw that for the first time. Did you ever see that?
No, I didn't.
Cody Jarrett, right? He plays Cody Jarrett. Yeah,
Cody Jarrett.
He gets the headaches.
Let's see if you get the prize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I haven't seen it.
It's worth the watch, and it's the later end of the Warner Brothers gangster movies. It's like in the 1950s.
And what is it called?
Viola Bick's in it, or Violet Bick from It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's
awesome.
actually some like really, really dispirting scenes.
It's called Big Heat.
The Big Heat, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Age, it's a Criterion.
Might as well just buy it.
Just buy it. No, dude, I would say this. I'm so confident with this movie that I would just say buy it.
Yeah.
And then watch it because you're gonna love it.
Yeah. That's how I feel most of the time. If it's like Criterion, I'm like, I might as well just buy it. Yeah.
That one particular, that was like a one I watched, I don't know, a couple months back. Yeah. And I was just kind of like, oh shit. That's a movie.
Now that's a flick right there.
That's a flick.
Yeah. See, I have that as part of those Warner Brothers box sets, the gangster one, but there's several of them, and I own them all, which have the trailers and all the stuff that came before the movie, and you can watch it in that style. But it's also that range of discs that Warner Brothers made that they said, oops, by the way, they may not play much longer because they have an error in them. And sure enough, I'm coming across a couple discs where, I'm losing my stuff. But, so, yeah.
That's a bummer.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because they don't issue it with those trailers and, that way to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
But
I used to love that. I just love trailers before movies. Yeah.
I like old school trailers, like ones from like say like 2000, like and backwards.
Yeah,
movie trailers now are obnoxious to me because I'm like, I saw most of the movie in that trailer.
They give away too much.
Like, do you remember like the Star Wars trailer, the original one? And it's like a story of heroes and villains. And like it doesn't say like too much. It just gives you like the crux of what it's about.
Yes,
without being like, here's the whole fucking ending. Right. Luke Skywalker does a doozy on the Empire. Like, yeah, no, it's. I love trailers, old school trailers. But
I remember the Star Trek: The Motion Picture being like that. Like, oh, this looks great. What is this about? What's going on? You know?
Come to the. Yeah, they gave you like a reason to come check it out. That's a novel concept, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Like, hey, come find out for yourself. Instead, they're like. Do you remember that? I think it was The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The first time that ever jumped out at me where I was like, the whole fucking movie is in that trailer. The last shot is in the trailer.
They literally show Gwen Stacy falling.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're like, no, don't do that. Don't have. And she's wearing the exact outfit too.
Yeah. And you're like, what? Why would you do that?
I don't know. I think they have no confidence in their movies anymore or something. Or they think that that's how you're supposed to cut a trailer. I'm not sure. But I know it's bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you see anything else?
Been binging quite a bit of TV. I finally went back. I had Marvel fatigue like so many people.
Right.
Never going to catch up with all the TV shows. There's just no way. But I've been enjoying Daredevil Born Again.
Okay.
But also finally watched Thunderbolts.
Oh, did you like that?
I did.
Yeah.
Didn't love it, but really enjoyed it.
Yeah. That's what, I think that was like one of the better ones.
A step in the right direction, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I had seen Fantastic Four before that, so a little bit out of order. Doesn't matter. Everything pieced together. But before that, I hadn't seen the Marvels. I just heard drastic things. But it was not bad as it had been made out to be.
People typically, it's the worst movie ever. And you're like, it wasn't that bad.
But
you can watch it.
In for a penny, in for a pound, because Doomsday looks pretty fascinating. I won't say it looks great because they're throwing so much at it that what's
real? I don't even know what's real. Yeah,
it's like the Walmart of movies. Just everything's in it, and everybody's in it. And some of them are not wearing half clothes.
There's different sections, and you go down this aisle, you get the Fantastic Four and X-Men,
and also different versions of both characters. Actors playing different. Yeah, it seems like it could be really exciting or like a laughable mess, and I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Because if you ever go online and it's like people are just rooting for these movies to fail.
Yeah.
I'm not quite in that camp yet.
Yeah.
No.
I understand though that there was a point in time where I saw the Avengers, like the trailers for it, and I'm like, that's too many characters. How are they going to balance that? And then then they did like Infinity War, and I was like, wow, like that's like still like one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I love that one. That's so good. And then now they're going to put every single character ever into this movie.
Basically, yeah. I'm excited for Marvel's future a little bit because now they just got the rights to X-Men and they're about to launch that universe, and that's always been my wheelhouse is X-Men. So I'm
Don't
really
fuck it up.
excited. Yeah, I'm just like really excited. I hope it's awesome.
No pressure.
I know. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they did so many of the best like Chris Claremont stories already, so it's like I don't know what they'll do, but
They'll just do it again.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually cool. I would rather them start over and tell some of those stories, but maybe like a little closer to the material.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, Chris Claremont was a huge influence on me. His writing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I am
Tremendous.
such a huge X-Men fan.
Yeah.
Huge. I always talk about the New Mutants. I love the New Mutants. And a lot of people hated that movie.
Yeah.
And I get it because I understand it's not really like a superhero movie, but I felt like it really nailed the core of those characters.
Yeah.
So to me, I was like, I kind of love this movie.
It was another one of those. It was definitely another one of those films that when it was coming out, they were like, "It's the worst thing ever," and then you watch it and you're like, "No, it's not." What is a bad movie to you exactly? It's like this is fine. I'm not gonna say it's like a great film, but it's fine.
It was fun and accomplished something. I mean, I thought they got the basis of it there.
Yeah.
But it's also a tough book to translate in one flick. I think the TV series would have served that better. I think.
Yeah.
Sure, I could. That's the kind of stuff they should stick on like the D+ shows or whatever they are.
Yeah. Because even the first issue of New Mutants, which I have by the way, it's really cool because the X-Men are off in space and Professor X thinks they're dead, so he recruits these new kids.
Oh, that's cool.
And because the X-Men at that point were fighting with the Brood. Do you remember them? They're kind of based off the aliens, basically, really. But yeah, and so it's really, really cool. And I always felt like the New Mutants were kind of hanging out in the mansion a lot, and their stories were always more being teenagers and not saving the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I enjoyed New Mutants a lot, but and just X-Men. I love X-Men. So yeah.
That show, the X-Men '97,
that is
probably
amazing.
the best thing that Marvel's done in a long time.
Yeah.
Did you watch all that?
I didn't watch all of it, but I saw some and I said, wow, they get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's really I remember just being shocked by how good that was. Because again, you go online and you're hearing all this crap where it's oh, it's going to be a disaster. And I watched it and I'm like, that was
awesome.
fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
That was great. Because
amazing.
one of my, I really, I can't even express this, but that cartoon from the early 90s, shaped my brain. Do you know what I mean? My understanding of human beings and just being trying to be accepting of everybody and just taking people for you know what I mean? Different walks of life and not acting like it's some big fucking deal.
Right.
We're all just human.
That's what X-Men, that's what I love about that. Yeah.
But the cartoon, it just made being an individual and seem like the best thing ever, and then just be somebody who's hateful to just be wow, what a fuckface. You know what I mean? You guys are causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But I understand it's all complicated, but it's I love the X-Men for that reason. It's just a crash course in humanity.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that series is definitely worth a watch if people are interested. But beyond that, one other show I want to talk about, Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
Oh yes,
I didn't see it yet.
Okay.
I heard good
Dude,
stuff.
Loved it.
Yes, so much.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, it's exactly what it needed to be. It's not big and epic Game of Thrones or House of the Dragons. It's a well told story and funny at times.
Dude, hilarious. Episode 4, I just remember that episode in particular just being so wowed by it because all this stuff is happening and happening pretty fast, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And I feel even if you loved Game of Thrones and you're like, oh man, they really botched the ending or whatever, I feel like this show is so cool. It's just to be in that world again, but see it from a level of this person who's really good, Duncan the Tall is this knight, and he's just good. He's a good natured person, and easy to root for him, and like I don't know, I loved it. I totally. What are your thoughts?
No, I love the length of it. It didn't try to be this epic long series. It just what was it six
episodes?
Yeah,
I think.
it was in and out, and that was just enough. And there's enough references out there in the original series to like someone of course went on and did some TikToks and stuff where they're like they mentioned Sir Duncan and stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, they did talk, and it kind of I love that connectivity.
Yeah,
but fun, touching. It hit all the right notes. Definitely
It really
worth the
did.
watch. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely watch it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I know you're watching The Sopranos right now.
More on that.
Oh yeah, well we could cut to you. What have you watched recently?
All right, so whenever I need to feel happy in life, I will pop in the movie That Thing You Do.
Yes.
I don't know, Jeff, are you a fan?
The Uniters, yes.
I'm making a fortune off you on eaters.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit, Mr. White.
Dude, do you remember when we were filming up at the Dietrich Theater? And I was leaving to go to work for the day, and I just went, Rory, I quit. I quit.
Jimmy just quit. I love Steve Zahn in that movie.
He's so good.
He's so funny. Like I like that guy just like, hey, when are you gonna play That Thing You Do? And he's like, has our fame preceded us? Or like,
I'm selling, you're selling. We're signing. We're signing.
I'm signing, you're signing, we're all signing.
Yeah.
Or like when
so
Ethan
good.
Embry, like when he's telling them where they're gonna play,
Yeah.
and Ethan Embry just does that like that Pittsburgh, and he's just like Steubenville. No, I
plugs him around.
that movie is just like there's something very, like it's very sincere or something. Like it's very like it's like a kind movie.
Yeah.
There's nothing cynical in it.
No.
It's just like I watch it and it's like taking painkillers or something.
Yeah.
So I don't
Little
know.
Wild One is
That's a great song.
I think like an underrated song. I think it's so good. I was
all
just
the
listening to it
songs.
like a couple days ago.
It's not just that one. It's the whole soundtrack because they made like authentic for the time original songs.
Dude, Come On and Dance With Me Tonight.
It's awesome.
So good.
I just what's that I Need You, That Thing You Do song at the very end
Yeah.
during the credits? Great song. you know?
Great. Yeah.
But I watched that and just it was like Euphoria. Not the show for perverts. But I'm talking about that wonderful That Thing You Do. I saw the drama. Did you see that yet?
No.
No, not yet.
Maybe one of my favorite movies of the decade because I was shocked by how much I loved it. Because it's like a movie that actually has like something to say that's not like easy. Like sometimes when you watch movies, sometimes and they're all kind of saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. This movie is just taking like a very specific thing and addressing it about sort of like how somebody could have like a low point in their life, like something stupid that they did, and then society chimes in and decides to like not try to see where they're coming from or check on them. It's just reducing them to that one thing that they said or did and acting like that's all that defines them. And it's like it hits in a way. The ending was the thing I was worried about because I'm like, you're laying out, and I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to ruin this for anybody who hasn't seen it. But they lay out all these ideas and they're like putting all this stuff out there to just sort of like, I don't know, talk to the audience and say, this is where we are right now. If the ending doesn't land, the whole thing kind of falls apart for me. And the ending is like pitch perfect. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a thing where I was like, man. And Zendaya is in it, and she's like amazing in it. Rob Pattinson, continuing to just
Crush it,
kill
right?
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, but it was made by that. Was that movie that came out a couple years ago, Dream Scenario?
Yeah, Dream Scenario, Nicolas Cage.
The person who made that is the one who made this, and I thought that movie had a shit ton of really interesting things to say.
I love Dream Scenario.
So this filmmaker is just kind of like, it seems like maybe he's just kind of concerned where society's going or something, but I loved it, and I wholly recommend it. I made it a point to finally finish The Sopranos. I bunkered down and was like, I just want to be able to talk about this with people. Because have you seen The Sopranos?
Yes. And I've tried to rewatch it. And I didn't make it all the way through the second time, but I was a huge fan of Sopranos. And I remember originally thinking it was a crime drama that happens to have some comedy in it. And the second watch, I'm like, no, this is a comedy that happens to have some crime drama in it. You know? And I remember being disappointed by the last few seasons, the unevenness of it, but overall, loving it, you know, and totally there with it.
It definitely kind of lands in that area, like where people are like, oh, it's like one of the greatest TV shows of all time, and you're like, I see how you got there.
Yeah,
like I think Tony Soprano is just like a fascinating character, and it's like a brilliant level performance, you know, because he's just like there's a moment, without ruining anything, just in case you want to watch it, he crosses a line in the last season where you're like, well, that's pretty fucked up and dark and twisted. But, like, you know where he's going before he does anything. He doesn't say a line of dialogue. You just see it in his face, like the wheels spinning, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just so perfectly conveyed. But I recommend watching it. I know the last couple minutes, we'll say, of the finale was divisive. Mm-hmm. So I was expecting to really, like, I don't know. But actually, like, the more I think about it, I'm like, I kind of loved it. Because it was just sort of, I know,
open-ended.
Yeah, but I feel like I know what happened because it's all in that last season. There's like little clues as to what it meant. So I like that. It was sort of like when I watched the finale to the last season of Twin Peaks. It doesn't exactly tell you
everything.
Exactly.
Right.
So then you could just talk to your friends about it. And you're like, this is what I think it means. And I'm like, this is what I think it means. And I'm like, that's just like fun storytelling sometimes.
Yeah.
So I really, really loved watching that show. It was great.
What's crazy to me, one quick aside, you know, The Sopranos, David Chase was one of the prime writers on Kolchak the Night Stalker.
Okay.
And it just seems like such a, you know, worlds away. But no, I do see some of the connectivity there because there was some, you know, gangsterism and stuff in that, you know, the Kolchak series and stuff like that. But it's just a really neat, you know, merging of two genres that I, you know, horror and, you know, the gangster drama.
Yeah.
And David Chase is just, you know, he's connecting the two of them, and I guess in a way. But it's just interesting that he was one of the primary writers on Kolchak and happened to do The Sopranos too. It just seems like worlds away, but some of the writing is similar, you know?
That's neat. I like writers like that, though. Like some of them, they just kind of do like one specific thing, but those ones that have like a wide range of genres that they can tackle and find a way to actually mesh them.
Yeah.
I think it makes for more interesting storytelling, honestly.
Yes.
It does.
Even like the stuff I write in my own life, like it's never specifically a genre thing. Like it's never like, oh, you could just drop that into, you know.
Like one specific
like because it always like sort of seems like it starts as like a drama, but then there's like some pretty, like without it being a horror film, like scary stuff in it, or like there's like comedy and whatever. So I love writing like that, you know?
Yeah.
But Sopranos is like that. That's just what that show is. There's like moments where like Tony is a great example where you're just like, I would love to just hang out with that guy.
Yeah.
And then there's times where you're like, oh no, I don't. I don't want to be anywhere near that guy. Like, remember Joey Pants?
Yes.
Yeah, that whole thing. And I get it. I get where Tony was coming from. I was actually with him.
Yeah.
You leave that horse alone, you fucker. Tony has like a love for animals for some reason on that show, so you can understand why I love him.
I get that, yeah.
But no, he's one of the most fascinating characters in television. So for whatever reason, while watching that show, it inspired me to start another show that I've seen a bunch of times. I went back and started rewatching Dexter.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Because we talked about this at the restaurant the other day, but when we're talking about like what our favorite TV shows are, I'm very going to confidently hang my hat on the fact that Dexter is still, after all this time, my favorite show. I don't care. And I started rewatching the first season, and I was just like, God, I'm happy to be back here. I just think Michael C. Hall is so brilliant. His like all those little choices that he makes are just like, they're so funny but like dark. There's like a really wonderful sense of humor to it. And I still maintain like that fourth season. It's actually the second and fourth season had like a weird impact on me because I love like the suspense storytelling, and just like some of the moments it just punches you in the gut with on that show is just like stuff I chase. You know, like I'm like, man, I want to be able to do that someday. I like the last episode of the fourth season had like, it just horrified me for like the longest time. And I'm like, God, you could do that with storytelling. Just earn it, build to it, and then just like punch the audience and just be like, yeah, it's really great. So I'm excited just to kind of go through the whole thing again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I was like watching the first episode and I can like recite it at this point. I've seen it so many times. And fucking banging pilot too.
Yeah.
It's like sets that world up perfectly. And it's like, actually in a lot of ways, it covers a lot of the first book, the Darkly Dreaming Dexter book.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the book is that first episode, and then they go off and do their own thing with it, which is great. But Did you ever watch Dexter, Jeff?
I did not watch it in its entirety. My wife watched it, and I would be the casual looker. I'd come in, I'd get a glass of water, and be like, "Oh, what's going on here? The Trinity Killer. What is this here?" And I would just kind of, and it was. I'm a studier of serial killings and stuff like that, true crime. So yeah, it was fascinating, and he's he was born to play that role.
Lithgow.
Well, Lithgow, and that and the Trinity, but also Michael C. Hall.
Oh yeah, it's hard to imagine because even like they did like that prequel series and like that Patrick Gibson, was that his name? He did a really good job, but it's like one of those things where you're like, you can play the character in a way where it's almost like you can get to the majority of it, but Michael C. Hall just perfectly owns that character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like there's just like moments in it where you just always know what he's thinking, and then you get to hear what he's thinking sometimes. And often it's very funny. Like him just like not understanding like mating rituals and shit.
Yeah, just like human nature is like
like,
so foreign to him.
It's funny, like LaGuardia like kind of like winks at him in the first episode because she's like into him, and he's like, I wish you wouldn't do that. That's one of those mating rituals that I don't fully understand. It just makes him uncomfortable. Doesn't want to deal with it. Last thing I'll mention, guys, is a movie that your host and I and a group of people went and saw on Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
It was Saturday. Okay. We went and saw the remake of Faces of Death.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little quick history with the original. I used to hang out with this group of kids when I was in 6th grade, and all we did was we watched horror movies. We talked about horror movies. That's how podcasts like this start. But I remember my friend had rented Faces of Death, and I had no idea what it was. And then he explained it to me, and at the time, I was under the impression that it was real. And he's like, yeah, they kill a monkey in it. I'm like, cool, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Because here's the fun thing. I love movies. I love horror movies because I know that everyone's having fun and that they go home and that like no one's psychologically scarred or hurt or murdered, whatever. So, especially like animals, like it's like, oh, you get to watch them like eat a monkey's brain. I'm like, I would rather walk into traffic than see that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It turns out that shit's all fake.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was under the impression that it was like snuff films, and I have no interest in watching.
Likewise.
Yeah, like human suffering is not my forte. Privately in my own life, for sure. Like I like to cause that kind of stuff. But
obviously,
I am not like, the original movie. I have nothing to say about it. I've only seen like clips. And even the clips that they were showing in the remake, I was kind of like looking away at one point because I'm like, I know what you're going to do to that monkey.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. Even if he's not actually getting killed, he looks scared, and I don't like that either.
Yeah.
But the movie did a really cool thing where it's not like remaking like the film per se. It's basically like the movie exists in the world of this movie, and somebody is like taking the original film and recreating the kills from the film.
Yeah.
And it's and it's actually like a really good way to do a remake, because I had little to no faith in this movie going into the theater.
Yeah.
And I'm watching and I'm like, oh, this actually has like social commentary in it. Like this movie's actually trying to say something about how we're all like desensitized and like how disgusting social media is really, and like the internet fame that everyone's chasing, and like how dangerous a lot of it is, and how like I just remember like when I was, gosh, it was like early 20s, maybe before that, late teens. People would watch videos like the ones in this movie of like people getting like murdered and shit. And I remember like a friend being like, oh, do you want to see this video of like this soldier getting beheaded? And I'm like, once again, I'm going home. I'm not making a big dramatic thing about it, but I'm like, I'd rather not watch a human being get hurt. I get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
But they're commenting on that, like how our society has kind of like become a little bit too comfortable with this stuff.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Yeah. And even like the killer in it, he's wearing, and I've seen so many.
He's great.
Yeah. So many horror films go with the expressionless white mask, but I'm like, sometimes it's just very generic and it doesn't work for me. It's just kind of like, you want your own Michael Myers, cool. This is more of like a thing where I think it's sort of like you are the face like you want to see this stuff, like you could project yourself onto the killer for that kind of stuff. I mean, it's a little over the top for sure, but like the movie itself, I recommend it, and it's, you know, the killer in it, without saying too much about him, fucking really fun to watch.
Yeah. He is outstanding.
Dakin Montgomery, is that his name?
Dockery? I don't know if that's if
is
I'm
it
saying
Dakin
or Dockery. I don't know.
Let's call him Daiquiri.
Daiquiri Montgomery. Yeah.
You know him as Billy from Stranger Things.
Yep. Or Jason from Power Rangers.
Yeah, for the ill-fated Power Rangers reboot
with Elizabeth Banks. Yep.
But hey,
he was outstanding.
He was
and
fun to watch him.
Yeah.
He's very charismatic, but in this movie, there's like the killer wears like contacts and shit, and they're kind of like, you know, and that could again be a little cheesy, but this movie makes it work. He has like at one point, like he's trying to fire a gun, and he takes the one red contact out, and he's got the regular human one, you know, looking through the scope, and you're like, what a cool shot, you know?
Yeah.
That fucking runner they do, like,
dude.
Yeah, they
I
do
was
like
gonna say it was a very ambitious thing.
Yeah, for like a low budget flick.
Wow.
It's very like did you see, because you brought up Daredevil before, like the first scenes of Daredevil, like that hallway fight that goes that runner they do. They do something like that in this. It's like him taking out like a roommate, and it just, you follow him, he goes upstairs, and it's really, really, as you said, ambitious for like a low budget flick like that. So yeah, I'm not saying it's like the greatest movie of all time, but why does everything have to be?
No, it doesn't. That's the whole point of it. Yeah.
It can't just be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember coming out of it and being like, I really enjoyed that movie, and they did a lot of really cool shots in that as well. Like especially that runner. I was like watching it, I'm like, man, this is like all one take. Like this is blowing my mind, because he like starts outside in his car, and he like makes his way all the way through the apartment building up to the apartment, and going in, and
it was like an attack
and attacking the roommate and stuff, and you're like, this is outstanding.
That probably was a lot of planning.
Yeah,
because like you're literally like having to keep the camera in focus the entire time, and just like everything has to be choreographed so like spectacularly to pull something like that off.
Oh my god!
And they do, and it's effective. And the movie is like, what, Shudder?
Yeah, it's
a
Shudder film, dude. I feel like Shudder's been like killing it, really, like doing a great job.
The Ugly
with a lot of...
Stepsister wasn't? No, was that Shudder, or was that like Hulu or
the
some
Stepsister,
shit?
or
The Ugly Stepsister?
I think that was Shudder as well.
Was it? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I would say, Jeff, check it out.
I'm already intrigued.
Yeah.
What'd you watch?
So I watched Faces of Death, but I didn't really watch a lot because I've just been so busy. Obviously, I saw Heather's the Musical. I kind of talked about that already, but it was amazing. It was so freaking awesome. And then Saturday we went to see that. But I watched a show called The Boys. It's on Prime.
Okay.
And like season 5 just started. And so I only watched the first episode so far. And I like love the show because I love Jack Quaid. I'm a huge fan of him.
Because he's great.
He's amazing. And Carl Urban in this show, it's like our defining role of his, like, because he's in so many great things, right? Like you have like Lord of the Rings and Dread.
Bones.
He plays Butcher.
And
he's Bones in Star Trek. Yeah, like the new ones.
And he's Dread.
And he's Dread, and he has all these like great characters. But I think like Billy Butcher from the show is like easily one of the best ones. And but yeah, so season 5 started. It's the last season because Eric Kripke, who wrote the show and created the show, also created Supernatural. And so I
didn't know that Officer Kripke made.
Yeah, Officer Kripke. You heck of a guy. But writing the show now, and it's pretty good.
You're a heck of a guy.
He doesn't even try to rhyme. But the show is incredible. So he planned out 5 seasons, and he wants to end it at like season 5. And the first episode was so good that like it ends, and I was watching it with Robin, and we both like looked at each other like, oh my god, and we were like tearing up because they like do something that I was like, This show is really good. I don't know.
Oh.
I definitely recommend it, but the show it really leans into like grossness and just like people exploding and just like it's basically if Superman was a narcissist and just like an asshole, had no care for humanity at all. That's like their main villain, and he has all the powers.
So it's like
Superman.
the ending to Man of Steel.
Yeah, it's basically basically Man of Steel, but leans really into it. But yeah, no, it's the main villain is Homelander, and it's such a cool show. And Jack Quaid kind of gets involved with like taking down superheroes just because they're so like they don't care about humanity. They have all these like privileges and stuff. And so something happens to Jack Quaid in season 1. And so they all kind of like team up. Like Billy Butcher goes after Homelander specifically. But the show is incredible. And that first episode was really, really good. I think it's rated like 9.2 on IMDb or something. Wow. Yeah.
High praise. Wow.
Yeah. So it's a rad show. And so I've been really digging that. And I watched the first episode of season 1, I guess it would be season 1 of Daredevil Reborn. Mm-hmm. And that was that beginning.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I did not expect
no
for what happened to happen. Yeah. And I was like, wow. Okay.
I'm glad they salvaged that character. They did it slowly over some movies and other shows, but he's finally where he needs to be, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And Bullseye has always, I'm a huge like comic book reader as well. And so to see him in that first episode, even season 3, like the last Daredevil season that they did for Netflix, was all about Bullseye. And the actor that they have for him, he's like awesome. And I just love that character. And he shows up right in the beginning of that episode. It's dope. It's so good. Yeah. But I'm loving Daredevil. But yeah, that's basically it. I haven't really been to the movies. My plan is to go. I'm off this weekend. And so I'm planning to do like Sunday, like a triple feature or something. Just go see like 3 movies in a row.
I'm going to the Mahoning Drive-In on Saturday.
Oh yeah, what are you going to see?
The Dead Zone and Pet Cemetery.
Dude, I love the Dead Zone.
Yeah.
Obviously, me and Adam were huge fans of the TV show as well with Anthony Michael Hall. But that movie and the book, I'm like, love it.
Yeah.
Greg Stillson is such a cool
and screenplay by Jeffrey Boam.
Shut up. Yeah. Are you serious?
Well, not me, but
right.
No. We have the Jeffrey Boam on the show today.
Lethal Weapon 2, and he wrote a bunch of great stuff, Inner Space, and but he did a great screenplay.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
I get to see the movie that traumatized me as a child, Pet Cemetery, because Jesus Christ, that movie is so like bleak, and it's like it just feels evil. I love the story that Stephen King told where he was like, apparently he'd finished the book and was like, maybe I went too far with this one and he wasn't going to publish it, but then his wife convinced him to. And you're like, even the writer was like, maybe I need to lighten up a little bit. Jesus Christ.
Chillax.
Yeah, because I remember reading that book when I was a kid and it just like had me so unsettled by the idea of death.
Yeah,
I was a pretty happy kid up until that point. Stephen King took my childhood away.
Yeah, man.
But anyway,
one question: what is one horror movie that like terrified you as a kid? I didn't get to ask you this last time.
Was it Faces of Death?
Was it Faces of Death?
Actually, that did leave quite a bad mark. We had to get it from the back room of a local video store, and of course, let's get some Little Caesars pizza. Let's have pizza when we watch, this epic of death.
And then you just puke it back up watching it.
Like,
oh God!
We saw all of the second one, and then part of the first, and I've just no, the whole idea of watching horror is escaping, and this is immersing, and it's just ugly. We're gonna put that one on the side because it's not a traditional horror movie, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Just so unsettling in the greatest way. You're like, why why did I watch that? It's just like, I'm like, when am I going to watch it again? You know, just unnerving, and the characters. So every beat is just real. And
so
if you know
good.
anything about that Ed Gein's story, and the set decoration and everything, Christ, that's a movie. That's a horror movie. Yeah.
I guess like Ed Gein was going to help out with the set decoration, but they're like, we don't want your ideas. He's like, I was going to contribute some of my own stuff.
I have a bone lamp.
We saw it. We don't want it.
We saw your line. We saw the Ed Gein line at Kmart. We're not going in that direction.
Actually, Toby Hooper at that
It was
time.
right next to Kathy Ireland.
Toby Hooper at that time probably would have used it because he was just kind of like going for it with that movie.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. It's
Yeah,
like
it's so
it's like a
crazy.
weird one because like the more you watch that film, the more you're like, because it's like the first time I saw it as a kid, I wasn't terribly frightened by it, but the more time goes by, I'm just like, this is like really disturbing shit, you know, because it doesn't feel like a movie.
No.
Did you ever see it's a documentary called American Movie?
Yeah.
When Mark's talking about how that movie like really inspired him, and he's like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it kind of looks like one of those 16 millimeter accident films that they'd show you in school. and like that's like the best way to explain it. Like you look like you're watching like a documentary, but it's like not real, you know?
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, Texas, good choice.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Oh, well, let's go into the movie that we came here to talk about. So this is a movie Jeff picked. Jeff, do you want to explain why you picked this movie for the podcast?
Yeah, you know, this is a movie that has I have a long relationship with. Before seeing it and after seeing it, you know, there was this book, horror movies. What a great title, right? It's a hardcover. My brother had it, and this was my introduction to a lot of movies that I wouldn't see for decades. It was like tasting, you know, and Freaks. There were stills from the movie in there, and I'm like, wow, they really swung at the fence with this one, you know, and especially considering the year 1932. Right. This is really ballsy. But there was other movies in this book, like Hammer movies that I wouldn't see for, you know, but I was salivating. I'm like, when am I going to see this stuff? It's pre-VHS, pre-video store, pre-internet, of course.
Right.
I'm like, when am I going to get this? And, you know, we live in a great time now. You know, I'm not going to...
You can get anything.
Yeah, you can get anything, yeah. So why I picked it is this. It was banned for 30 years, and it got me to wondering why, you know, as a lot of movies were. It was... And so you begin to watch it, and you realize... There's a lot of heart in this movie.
A lot, yeah.
And wow, talk about rooting for the underdog. You know, and this movie, I'm still shocked that it was ever made in 1932.
In 1932. You know, speaking of it being banned, do you know that ban has not officially lifted? So there are technically parts of the country that this movie is still technically banned in. I mean, I can't imagine anybody's enforcing it, but like... Yeah. They haven't technically lifted it.
Peckville, we're looking at you.
Yeah.
Well,
so, just for the audience's sake, Jeff, I'll ask you this question.
Yeah.
This movie was very controversial when it came out, and why is that?
Well, they used actual, and I hate to even, but we're just going to get it out there. We're going to use the word freaks a lot. You know, there were a lot of people with disabilities in the movie called circus freaks who were just used. They didn't use prosthetics. They didn't use, you know, any actors phoning it in. You know, these were actual people with disabilities who made their living on the circus and the vaudeville circuit. And these people are, wow, just inspiring in many ways of how much they could do. And it's almost like they were waiting for this moment.
I know.
The moment in the spotlight.
It's incredible. There's so many things that, you know how there's the one guy, he doesn't have arms or legs, and you see him light up a cigarette, right? He like takes the cigarette out, and then he takes the match.
It's
out of
the most
box,
amazing thing I've ever seen.
And he just like lights it, and he like lights a cigarette on and off the box and stuff. And you're like, that is incredible. Like I don't know. There's so many like weird little things like that that you're just like, wow, that's so like the girl who doesn't have the arms and she's doing everything with her feet. And she's like feeding herself, and
drinking,
you're like,
hey,
and it's incredible. It's awesome.
One thing about the guy lighting the cigarette.
Yeah.
Do you know that was actually cut down?
Yeah, he rolled the cigarette too, right?
Rolled the fucking cigarette. Like,
oh my
he
God.
rolled the cigarette and then lit it. Because watching him light it is incredible, but like I would find that the rolling of the cigarette would be a little bit more difficult.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So like, yeah, just stuff like that. Because I was watching it last night and I was just like fascinated by it. I'm like, this is really incredible because I can't do anything. I can't even open a door correctly.
I know.
He's better than Willie Nelson, and he doesn't have hands or legs. He's rolled that sucker. But here's an amazing thing about this gentleman. He was married. He had kids.
That's amazing. And that's crazy.
He had a great career. He died a couple years after this, but his name was Prince.
I saw
Razdian or something. But here's the amazing thing. I watched this movie so many times, and not until the Criterion edition, where I put on the closed caption, did I know what he says in that scene where he goes, "Well, I'll see you later," and the guy walks away, and he just goes, "Blah, blah, blah." I'm like, for years I didn't know what he said, and he says, "I can do anything with my mouth." Which is not something you say like in a Port Authority, but in this movie it makes
that's how I make my money, Jeff. That's how I make my money on the side.
Context is everything, right?
Yeah. That's actually like my catchphrase in certain parts of the country, but we don't have to talk about that.
One of the weird facts about this movie that like kind of blew my mind. So The Great Gatsby is like my favorite book of all time, and F. Scott Fitzgerald paid like a couple visits to the set of this movie.
Right, yeah.
And I was just like, man, it's so weird because I never put him in like a time frame. You know what I mean? I'm always like thinking he's like 1920s. That's it.
Yeah.
It inspired him to write something.
He wrote like a short
Circus
or something.
Yeah,
that talked about a similar situation. But he rented some of them in the commissary, and he was doing punch-ups on scripts, I think, back then.
Yeah,
trying his hand. But
so
imagine
wild.
that.
Right? It's like
it's just there.
Wow.
Yeah,
he's just like hanging out on set, just like watching. And I'm like, I wonder what scene, like what like particular part of the movie like he was watching.
Whatever it was, I guess it had like a real profound effect on him because he like took it home and obviously it inspired him to write something.
That's so cool.
Do you know who else really, really loves this movie? Is the Ramones.
Really?
Yeah, because like that, one of us thing is in like.
One of us.
Is that in the song Pinhead?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a pinhead. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I get sued.
Yeah.
But no, I mean the movie. It's interesting. Speaking of the fucking Sopranos, I think it's like the season when Meadow goes to college, and she's like dating that guy that like is like really into like film.
Oh, yeah.
And they bring her roommate who has like all like looks like she has some kind of like anxiety condition.
Yeah.
And she saw Freaks and she comes out and she's like disturbed and like freaked out by the whole thing. And I guess people like reacted to the movie that way. And I don't know what it was, but like, a lot of times on this show, jokes are flying, but like this movie, like it hurts me. Like it's just like there's something like I understand like. This movie could have been very exploitive.
Yeah.
But right up front, and I wrote it down just for people at home, this movie, like, I feel like its heart was in the right place. Because there's a part where there's, like, the characters, they're, like, outside in the woods, and these people stumble upon them.
Love that part.
Yeah, and like the guy's just like taken aback, but the lady that's with the people that work for the what
circus.
would you call it? Like a circus, a sideshow,
Like a traveling
sideshow.
circus. Yeah,
It's a circus, and they're in the sideshow portion of circus. Yeah.
But like she says something. She's like, how many times do I have to tell you not to be afraid that God looks after all of His children? And it's like you are perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you're like you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be ashamed. Like you are the same in God's eyes as anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that if that moment isn't in this movie, then it's just kind of like, what were your intentions with this? But I find this movie to be incredibly empathetic.
Yes.
And if anything, it's like the people that are considered to be like normal, right? They're the shitty ones. But there's like a legit family unit within that circus. Like they all like,
which I love that.
yeah, they like even like when like the bearded lady has like her
baby.
child,
Yeah.
and they all like book it there just to be there for it.
Yeah.
like they all care about each other, and it's like there's a way you could have made this movie that was gross, and, and I feel like they chose the way to just kind of be like, we're gonna show you a little glimpse into humanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah. Like, oh yeah, and part of these oh yeahs are like the fact that the leads, are these performers.
Right.
They have, cast members who are, they were trying to make into stars. Lila Himes had a pretty good career, and also the lead actor, he's not the lead actor, but Wallace Ford, they could have been very easily the leads, and normally they would in a studio picture of that time. But here it's Harry Earls, the dwarf, who is the lead.
Hans, yeah.
Yeah, and it's an amazing performance. And, Todd Browning is the director, known, of course, for Dracula.
Right.
Which was done over at Universal in 1930. Here's the thing about Browning. He was at MGM previously, and then, did the Universal work, and then came back to MGM, and that's where Freaks comes in. MGM was the top of its, the top studio, and they could not crack that horror. That's the only thing they couldn't crack was the horror genre. They just couldn't. And I think that's why this got such a pass. We got Browning back. He's hot off of Dracula,
Right.
And he's got the script with him, which Harry Earls actually gave to him, because he wanted to continue working. Because they'd worked on a silent movie called The Unholy Three.
Yeah.
With Lon Chaney.
Did you ever see that?
Yes.
Because he talks in that one.
Yeah.
Like, he actually, speaks, and it's kind of amazing. And I don't know if it was the print that I saw, because it was, I believe, a film print.
Yeah.
I don't know if the sound was fucked, but when Lon Chaney would talk, he was like, "Hey, what's going on over here?" I don't know what.
He's like a chain smoker.
Yeah, because he probably was.
Yeah.
Putting all this fucking shit on his face.
He did die of lung cancer. I mean, I don't think his voice was great the last couple of years. But the point of all this is Todd Browning did grow up, and I think he worked in a circus at a time, and he really did point up these anti-heroes of the circus. The Unholy Three, of course, capitalizes on it, and then you come to the Freaks. And it's just they are the stars.
Yeah.
They are the heart. They are the soul of the movie. And yes, the bastards, the villains, are the regular people. I'm making air quotes,
Right.
But
They're like it's funny because they're supposed to be beautiful, but on
right.
the inside they're the truly ugly things.
Yeah.
In the sideshow.
They're supposed to be the alpha, beautiful type.
Yeah.
And then in the reality, they're the monsters,
Yeah, and it's a thing. But I guess this movie, it fucked Todd Browning's career for the rest of time. Because he left the industry in I think 1939, and then he went into seclusion or something. Because I guess they wouldn't trust him ever again with the movie. But it was a big hit. It wasn't the movie didn't do well.
Yeah, it didn't. I don't think the studio pushed it that much. I think they were worried about what they were putting out there. And again, I'll say this for the 50th time: I'm shocked that it ever got made, and I'm so pleased that it was. I mean, this movie. Every time I see it, I'm like, God, this is in my top 20. This is such an amazing movie. Such heart. It's not a horror movie. It is,
right.
But it
isn't.
No.
It's horror adjacent.
Yeah,
it just has so much heart in it, and it's I don't know. I just I love it. I feel it's crazy how progressive this movie really is for that time period.
It's very, very, very sympathetic for sure.
Right. I think a lot of times you look back and you're like, wow, the world was a mess way back then, and closed-minded. But
yeah, back then.
I mean, but to have a movie like this where it kind of has a spotlight on people that are different and showing them in such a positive light, I just love that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love this movie. I think it's great.
It's also just well, you know what?
We'll go into the breakdown.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. One thing before we talk about the plot.
Yeah.
I love the title screen. How they show Freaks, and then it tears.
Yeah.
And then transitions to the carnival barker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's throwing the thing down. It's great. I've never seen that in a movie of that time where it kind of the title card transitions into the actual narrative. It was really clever.
And I love the music and everything. And you're right. They used to throw everything up at the beginning credits,
right.
and then the ending were just we're out. Drop the mic, But they get right into it.
Yeah.
And it's such a clever way. This movie was, Todd Browning is a genius. And if there's any, I don't think Dracula actually ranks as one of his top movies.
Yeah.
And the guy
Even the Spanish one was a little bit better made.
Yes, it totally was.
Dracula.
Yeah. I watched that again this year, the Spanish Dracula. But he was a much better, I believe, silent director.
For sure.
And I do think that Freaks, even though it's got some great dialogue, if you take the dialogue off, it does play even the title card, the wedding feast, didn't need to be there. Clearly, we're going to a wedding feast, but it has kind of a silent feel.
Yeah.
But it's still got that heart to it. If you watch it without the sound, it has that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That to me is always the sign of a great film, by the way. If you can convey what is happening without any type of audio, that's an incredibly cinematic film, which is the goal, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In this movie, you don't need to hear the dialogue to just be oh, this is what's happening moment to moment to moment to moment. So big old win for Todd Browning. I agree. Better silent actor, director. I know that he had issues even with Dracula. Like, he couldn't wrap his head around like a score. Because he was like, wait, like, does the audience hear this? Or like do the characters in the film, are they supposed to hear it? Like, I'm not sure. And you're like, I think you're overthinking it. But yeah, he definitely was really, even like the beginning of Dracula, like when you're going into the castle and like it's all just so visually striking.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
But then you get those scenes where he actually has to have actors like reading dialogue, and you're like, it feels like a stage play.
It is.
Yeah. They have a piece of cardboard on like one of the lights. You can clearly see it. This is Dracula. This is like considered what
right.
It's like an amateur
what's going on there? Yeah.
A studio movie back then. It's just amazing. But yeah, Todd Browning. I'm just amazed at some of the other things. It is pre-code, which means that they weren't
the Hays Code.
Yeah. So they didn't have to conform to certain things, but they're still pretty liberal. I mean, Lila Himes is taking her clothes out of the strong man. Clearly, they weren't married. She's taking her clothes out of his what do you call it? Train car.
Train car.
Yeah. And she's, going to hers, and, that's the way things were, but they didn't present that necessarily in the movies,
I thought it was really interesting, too, when Hans is like, she's asking, Cleopatra's asking Hans to, like, rub her back. And I was like, this is a little risque for the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he's, like, pulling her, like, the strap down, and she's, like, kind of reacting to it. Yeah. Like,
well,
she's like making fun of him.
They cut away to the guy's busting, his chops and laughing at him. But you go back to the next scene, and the dress it's down even lower.
Yeah.
And he's got his hands like Leander. It's God. I guess he's like, well, I'm not going to work again, so I'll just throw everything at this movie. And it works. And God, we're the better for it. Wow. Yeah.
What a great legacy to have, right? Like to do Dracula, which is iconic, like that has become the definitive look of Dracula. And then to do like a movie like Freaks, which any cinematic fan, right? Like any person who like loves cinema could watch this movie and be like, wow, I can't believe this exists.
Yes.
Right? It's so dope. Like that. I love this movie.
I agree.
But yeah, so the film starts with the carnival barker who is showing a group of people a woman who was once normal, but now has like a horrible thing that happened to her. Right?
I love what they end up showing.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah. I mean, like, who cares if it spoils anything? But she becomes like a chicken lady.
Yeah, she's like a chicken woman.
Tarred and feathered,
Yeah.
7 secret herbs and spices. Yeah. By then, the movie's done for me anyway, because I've gotten my whole package, it's fantastic. So that never spoils things for me. But yeah, it's kind of an odd choice. And I understand that was a tagged on thing. Like, well, we got to, show what happened. Because I think what they were going for was, spoiler alert, the freaks get their due, but only until they're absolutely pushed to the edge, and threatened,
and sticking up for their family, right? And so it's like, hey, you mess with our family, this is the payback.
Thank God they had that one that was like a peeping Tom. He's always looking in at everyone's windows.
I loved him.
Oh shit, she's got bad intentions.
But yeah, we then cut back. Like we don't see her yet, but like then we cut back to her in her prime, and her name was Cleopatra, and she's on the trapeze and stuff. And we see Hans, who kind of owns this carnival, and he's with his wife, Frida.
Who are brother and sister in real life.
Yeah.
Who are really, in real life, brother and sister, but in this movie, they're playing husband and wife.
Yeah.
Because I heard that they had to, keep the romance in check, because it's like they were brother and sister, so they didn't want to, overstep anything. But they are wonderful.
They are,
Frida's my favorite character.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like I see the two of them, like what Cleopatra's doing to Hans, like how she's making him feel, like for a while making him feel like he's, I don't know, she's making him feel good about himself, and then she just like rips his heart out. But then like Frida loves him so much that it's like it pains her to see that happening to him.
Would you guys agree with this?
Throw up.
That Frida, as an actress, was so good. Like she's actually better than like a lot of actresses from that time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
She conveys like heartbreak.
She was natural.
Perfectly.
I mean,
she was amazing.
Yeah, she just had intuition and just everything about that performance is authentic. And even those deep notes, she never really, it hurt, just like you said, it hurt her what was happening to Hans.
But she almost is like conveying those feelings for the audience too, because you feel for her because she's like so hurt by what's going on.
She's never over the top either, because like in 1932 you could
really
aim for that if you wanted to, but like she's very like dialed into like what the movie's supposed to be. And I'm like, Hans, I just like that was the point, like in my notes, I'm like, this movie makes my heart hurt.
Yeah.
I just want, like, as soon as I could see Cleopatra and she's kind of just like leading him around like that, I'm just like, fuck you, I don't know. They're all laughing at him and I just want to go beat them all up.
Yeah, and we see where Hans and his wife Frida are discussing Cleopatra's beauty, and he's like, she's a most beautiful normal sized woman I've ever seen, and he's saying all this, but then he's like, but Frida, I only have eyes for you, and unfortunately we know what happens, but it's heartbreaking, but anyways, we'll come back to it. So then we see Cleopatra, she gets off the trapeze and she's like flirting with Hans right in front of Frida.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, why don't we get some wine sometime, right? And you could come over to my wagon and we'll get some wine. And he's like, oh, yeah, sure, absolutely,
Take a hike, Frida.
And then we cut to the next day where these two gentlemen...
Before we go any further, I have to acknowledge a few of my favorite animal actors that were to show up.
Oh, the horse?
There were some horses, for sure, so we'll make a little note there. Mm-hmm. I saw a bull. Uh-huh. The bull was cool. And there was a sea lion named Freddie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a sea lion.
Who goes up the stairs, right?
Yeah.
He's got his own little wagon.
Which is amazing.
Sometimes, like, when other characters are talking, you see his little wagon behind them, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let's go back. I want to go see Freddie. Freddie's great, too. You see him walking up, and he follows direction well. Todd Browning was probably like, hey, sea lion, I'm going to need you to go up that little plank.
Think you could hit your mark? And he's like, those sea lions, like, got it.
He smokes he flicks a cigarette, and he's just like, I got this, Todd. I got this. I got your back, Todd.
So the next day, we see these two gentlemen who are in the woods, and they're walking through, and they come across the children from the circus, which are part of like the sideshow and stuff. And they're just enjoying the lake and nature. And one of the guys is like, what are you doing here? Get out of here. Blah, blah, blah. And he like flips out, and he's obviously like comes from a place where he's like judging them and based on their looks and everything. And then you have the other guy that's like, just like, no, enjoy the time here.
Yeah, right? He's just kind of like,
and I love that guy. I was like, this guy has the right idea.
That's when, like, because they have like a caretaker or something with them.
Yeah,
and she's just kind of like, you guys don't ever be afraid. Like that part, like really, like it kind of smacked me in the face a little bit. Like I was just like, man, like that's such like a beautiful sentiment to drop into this movie, and you didn't have to. Right. But it's just like, again, it's like announcing your intentions up front. Be like, we don't see these people the way that the characters in the movie see them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they are human beings, and like they're giving them like a dignity and stuff. And I'm like, right on, Todd Browning.
Yeah. And it's so funny because we, earlier we were talking about X-Men and having like that putting that into our minds of like acceptance, right? Yeah. And so I feel like this movie is kind of like that in a way too, where we're seeing the life of these people that we normally wouldn't see ever, especially at that time in the 1930s, right? So it's like shining a light on people who like other people might judge right away. So then you feel this sympathy for them and like this understanding and like this family nature that they have. And they're like just kids. They're just kids who like love nature and want to hang out and play. And the one guy gets that, and he's like, "Oh, you guys, okay, yeah, enjoy your time, have a good day." And the caretaker, I think she's like a fortune teller, right, Madam something or whatever. But like, she's like, "See, you guys, like, we don't have to be afraid. It's okay."
So
like
she tells them, like, you never have to be afraid. She's
right?
Because
I love
it's
that.
Like, how many times do I have to tell you?
Yeah.
You don't have to be afraid that God looks after all of his children. And it's like, I don't know. It's just a really lovely scene to put up front.
Yes. Yeah. Great
It's
choice.
almost like telling the audience to like relax. It's not
chill
that
out. You're not
kind
here
of
to
a
see
film.
oddities and just capitalize on it.
Right.
I imagine everybody missed the point though, and they're all like clutching their pearls and stuff. Like, oh my god,
Oh my.
did you see that sea lion?
And then we go back to the circus. We kind of meet, we're seeing a couple of different characters and stuff. But then we go into the wagon of the strong man named Hercules, who is fighting with his girlfriend Venus. And she's like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you. You're awful. And I'm leaving. And she starts to grab all of her stuff, like all her things, and move on to like another car instead. And like you said, it's really cool because it's kind of showing this independent woman, right? Who at the time, like marriage and everything was so held at like another level of like, I don't know. So it's kind of cool to even see this as like being so progressive for like a woman too. You know what I mean? Like, and
shacking up.
Yeah, and she's just shacking up with this guy, and then
Jumping carriages.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, true.
Hey, I wanted to ask this question. So
Yeah.
Venus and Cleopatra, if you watch this for the first time, you might get them confused because they look remarkably similar.
They do.
And I'm wondering if that was a conscious choice. Like if that was on purpose to just sort of show like that, like, some people are like horribly ugly and fucked up on the inside. And then you have somebody else who's like built the same way, looks very similar, but actually has like a good heart.
Right.
Yeah, that's a very great point. I don't know if it was purposeful, but damn it, it works. Yeah. Great
Absolutely.
point. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then we see where Venus, she's on her way to this other wagon, and she yells at the clown Frozzo.
I love him. I love him so much.
He is,
Should have caught me before my operation.
dude, so charismatic. He is phenomenal in this movie.
He has like that classic sad sack looking clown.
Yeah.
thing going on.
And at
the
first you think he's just
suspenders.
like a silent clown because she's like just laying out everything on this
He's
guy.
just taking her abuse.
Yeah. And then eventually he's like, you know what? What the hell is that about? Right. And she's like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. It's not your fault. I'm like, just needed to get that frustration out. And
Frozzo, was that his name?
Frozzo, yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking great character.
Oh yeah.
I love him all the way through. Like, he's so great. And
I like that one part. There's like later on, he's in like a bathtub.
Oh yeah, I
and
can't
you
wait
think
to catch
he's just
that.
bathing, but then it's like a gag.
A gag that he's working out.
It fooled
Yeah.
me. I know, he's just bathing outside. What a fucking gangster.
Right.
It's just like a gag. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But yeah, she then is, telling her side of the story, like what's going on. And he cheers her up, saying she's a catch. He's like, there's all this great stuff about you. Like, what are you talking about? And I don't know. I just love that character. And well, those two together, like Venus and... Because at first you're like, oh, Venus has another like Cleopatra meanness to her, maybe, right? And then you see them interact and you're like, oh, obviously that Hercules guy sucks, you know?
Yeah.
But
He's the problem.
Yeah, they're both flawed in the most beautiful way.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those two.
And then we get where Cleopatra is now flirting with Hercules, right? And invites him in for a drink, and the two start kissing. And we see where Josephine, like the half man, half woman, kind of witnesses it. And then Hercules runs out and just punches them in the face. And you're like, what was that for?
She was looking
Right.
at them.
Yeah.
And he runs out and he decks her, and I'm like, Jesus.
They left the door open. I mean, what do you?
I know.
You really feel?
Shut the door.
Yeah.
That is startling though when that happens, because you're just like, oh, he punched her in the face.
Yeah.
And he's like,
And she laughs. It really tugs at your. You're like, oh my god.
Right.
Yeah.
it's like a cruelty from Cleopatra's end, but man, he must pack a punch too, because they call him Hercules.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So he's like the strong man, right? And so
But he's like a weak man. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
The strongest man is actually a very weak man. I think that's a very interesting.
100%. Yeah. And then we have this weird, I don't even know, D storyline. with Roscoe and his conjoined wife, right? Like Daisy and Violet.
I love them.
And and he kind of hates the one sister. He's like, oh, and he kind of has like a Porky Pig kind of like way.
He didn't actually have a stutter, that actor. That became his
just
thing.
a choice, yeah. And so he has this like, he's like, oh, I hate her so much. And I love how he's like complains about the sister, right? And just that whole relationship. It's like a B storyline that, or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really go anywhere, but it's like,
no,
it's fun. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It just colors this community, this family.
Right.
You know, and he's talking about like he's not even there, you know, and then she
Right.
says, well, you know, I am going to go, and that's going to be it. And she gets a paramour.
Right.
And they do this kind of, it's very salacious for the 30s. Like, he kisses the one sister, and the other one kind of
like
goes
feels it. Yeah.
Which I have questions. We won't get into it, but
Yeah.
did you ever see that Tales from the Crypt episode with the conjoined
Yeah,
twins?
where they like saw.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
That's a great episode.
May 1st.
I know.
Which this
I'm
episode
counting
may
it down, man.
air after that, so you might be knee deep in Tales from the Crypt by the time you're listening to
Yeah,
this.
heck yeah.
baby.
Look that
'cause
episode
it's
up.
coming to Shudder, and
Yeah.
oh my god,
That's
I cannot wait.
Like,
killing
what
it.
was childhood
Yeah.
like?
Yeah,
Tales
exactly.
from the Crypt.
It still blows my mind that it hasn't been streaming all this time.
I will not be able to figure that one out because, like, that is a beloved show.
Right.
And won an Emmy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's so beloved, and like, there's all these great stories, like the Joe Panalino one with like the 9 lives and stuff. But like, there's so many great stories. And do you remember the Humphrey Bogart one?
Dude, if you say, do you remember this
This
episode? I
it's like,
do.
yes, yeah, of course. Of course.
I know that show. Like, I had an obsession with that show. Remember they were putting them out on DVD?
Yeah.
I was like, I had every single release date worked out, so I knew when they were coming out. And I would buy them, and I'd go home, and I watched them, and it was like, it's not one
And
of those.
all the creative people that like were behind all those episodes and stuff too.
And it's not one of those things where you thought it was awesome when you were a kid, and then you watch it as an adult, and you're like, yikes. It's great. It's better than you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Isn't
that
that
show
great?
is.
When you come back to something, you're like, okay, I'm going to, with a grain of salt. And you're like, nope.
This baby is even
Yeah.
better than I remember.
Yeah. Really clever writing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, up there with, like, even like classic Twilight Zone episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great shows. Watch that one too, America. Or don't.
Or don't. But Hans goes to visit Cleopatra, but she says like she's taking a bath, but really she has Hercules inside.
Yeah, she tells him, she's like, oh, I'm going to go tell him to scram.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm
and
taking
they're
a bath.
laughing about it. And
Which
they're
I
just-
hate it.
I know. They're such dicks.
Because he looks adorable in that suit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love him.
The actor playing Hans is very charming and just like someone you want to root for. You know what I mean? Like he's so like cool. I don't know.
What really sucks about this, like when I think about it, it's like he is probably told his entire life that he like, you know, oh, you're like small, and you like people probably like ragged on him his entire life. And then this woman is like tricking him into thinking that like
She's interested.
yeah, and he's just kind of like, oh, I'm in this woman's making eyes at me who's a tall lady and stuff, and she's probably making him feel like whatever his idea of like normal is, right?
Yeah.
But it's like he has this other person, Fredo, who like genuinely like loves him painfully so.
Yeah.
And it's just like watching them fuck with that relationship in a cruel way.
Yeah.
And how it affects him and her. And it's like when you see like someone getting bullied in high school or something. Because I was like real like big on like breaking that shit up when I was a kid. I hate that stuff. Like it just really bothers me. So this movie, the entire time I'm watching it, it's been a while since I've seen it. And I'm just like, this movie makes me want to throw up a little bit. Because I just feel like so sad.
It's making me mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the next day we get this great scene between Frida and Venus. And this is like what I'm talking about. Frida in this scene, she's like hanging up clothes. All of her choices, like acting wise, incredible. Like she's so good. And Venus too. I think this is another thing where again it's like progressive because you have like two characters. Yes, they're talking about like their love interests and stuff, but at the same time, like you just see them connecting and really care about each other. Because like Frida's explaining how she is upset with how Hans is like falling for Cleopatra, and Frida's worried she's losing Hans to Cleopatra, right? Which she is, but the way this scene plays out, and Venus is trying to like comfort that a little bit too. I don't know. It's just really this. I feel like this movie is like super progressive.
It's ripe with humanity.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's really cool to see a movie from 1932 have so much
Compassion
in it. Yeah, like I don't know. I really enjoyed it. So then we have where Cleopatra is getting a massage. She's like inside the circus tent,
and these
and
fuck faces are all making fun of.
yeah, Hercules and his boys are kind of like playing cards and making fun of
trapeze artists, weren't they?
Yeah. And
acrobats,
acrobats, yeah, and they're kind of making fun of Hans and like.
Well, they're like also like saying a bunch of shit about Cleopatra.
Yeah,
and then Hans is like trying to like stand up for her honor.
Yeah,
which makes it like really depressing.
Yeah.
And then she like is joining in with those other guys, like basically making a joke out of him.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, can't wait till you're a chicken lady.
Yeah.
I know. So then we have Frozzo chats with Venus about his dream of her, right? He's like, yeah, we were in Paris and you're in my dream and all this great stuff. And she's really into it. Like, she's like, tell me more about the dream, right? And you could see they're really connecting these two characters, which obviously I feel like anyone watching this movie is like cheering for those two to get together.
Say, you do have a great figure. You're just noticing now, like 12 minutes in.
Yeah. And I love that he has that like funny gag suit with the mallet. He's like, okay, hit me in the head with the mallet. And then like she hits him in the head and like the suit flies up. So it makes it look like his head went down into his body.
Boy, do I want that.
I know. I was like, that's so cool.
She's not into it though. It's an authentic response, you know?
Yeah.
Not taking it.
She's like,
She's like, yeah, it's all right. And then then they get word about the bearded lady having her baby. Mm-hmm. So they rush over.
And again, they're all just there for the bearded
together.
lady.
Yeah, everyone's there
family.
together. Except with the exception of like the assholes, and but all the people that care about each other are there, and even Frozzo has like a funny line. He's like, "Oh, and look at the little beard on the baby too," and it's like, oh, I don't know,
like the dad like passing out cigars and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so sweet.
The human skeleton.
The human skeleton. Yeah, he's like passing out the cigars.
Big look of pride on his face. Like, really good performance. It's a very small amount of time on screen, but like maximized.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's throwaway dialogue that just seems so real. They go, I thought you were gonna have two Smith brothers. A line of cough drops back then. They had beards. The two brothers on the package. He goes, I tried.
I tried.
It's an honest, answer. And he walks away. He's a regular dude,
Yeah.
It's great stuff.
So then the sisters chat with Roscoe. The conjoined sisters are chatting with Roscoe about the baby, and Roscoe's upset that they're leaving, right? And they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah's having the baby, and we're going to check it out. He's like, come on. Why are you going over there? And I just love Roscoe. He's another side character with this like small side story. But again, it's in there, and I like love every second of it.
Comes up every so often.
Yeah.
Ornery as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
That's his default.
Yeah. And then Frozzo tells the one kid, Slitzy, right?
Yeah.
He's like, look at you, you're so beautiful, and like giving all these compliments to her. And
that's when you're like, Frozzo's the shit.
Yeah.
I love him.
And he's like, you deserve the best. You know that, Slitzy? You deserve the best.
I'm gonna buy you the nicest dress.
Yeah. And
she's so like cute.
And my note right here is Frozzo is just like the best.
Yeah.
I love him.
He is the best. And that moment there, that's one of my most memorable moments of the movie to me.
Yeah.
Is her performance. I wouldn't even call it performance. I don't think she was performing. I think she was just channeling, herself.
Right. Like,
and
what's
such an
going on?
authentic person, and like she, was not. She was actually he.
Right.
But worn a dress all of his career just because that's
Right.
what the handlers did to him. Man, every beat was just authentic.
Yeah.
Just her reaction, and then he kind of turns it and does a little funny aside and kind of cracks him a little bit, and walks away. But it's like a brother sister. It's beautiful.
Right.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's beautiful, and
I also just get the sense that he's not pitying or anything like that.
No,
like he just
right.
means it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, you're the best clown ever.
Yeah.
I know Frozo's just like the best.
Yeah, take that, John Wayne Gacy.
Of all the clowns. So Cleopatra has wine with Hans and stuff. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on. I meant to cross that.
You're
out.
off
I
the
already
show.
talked about that. I know. I already
That's
talked
it.
about this. But so then we have where Frozo has to break off his date with Venus to work on his bathtub gag, which again, like she walks over to him and it looks like he's literally in the bathtub and he's like scrubbing himself and stuff.
Like
I'm
a
like, I can't
cartoon.
believe she's like right there and he has like no like, oh, I should hide my business or
Yeah, you
anything,
kind of
right?
like expect her to kind of glance down.
Yeah.
Like in RoboCop, at the Nancy Allen, like
Right.
when the guy's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like
I
he's,
love that.
he's urinating,
Yeah.
and for a second she just kind of like looks down, and that's when he gets the drop on
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
It's like such a human moment.
It's
Well, his junk's out. I guess I'll get a quick
I
look.
guess I'll look. Yeah.
But yeah, you'd expect her to kind of react like that to Frozo.
And then-
Frozo.
Frozo, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then he like ducks down into the bathtub and out of it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm so sorry. I want to work on this gag and get it done." And at first she's like a little upset about it, and then he feels really bad. But then they quickly kiss and kind of confess that they, he's had feelings for her for a very long time.
Yeah.
And again, such like a sweet scene, right? And you just root for these two to get together. It's awesome. And then we see where Cleopatra has wine with Hans, and he gives her like the best wine that he has. He's like, it's imported from France. It's like, oh wow, you went all out for me, like. And then he gives her like that necklace and stuff, and you're just like, you could definitely see, and even in this scene, the way Cleopatra credits her acting in this is just taking advantage of him. And anytime he like turns around, she's like, like laughing him off and stuff.
She's a shit in the movie, but that actress crushes it.
Yeah.
She's really, really, really
Olga
good.
Bakhanov. Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably murdered that last name, but it's one of her last movies. She had been in the business quite a bit, but she just, she kills that role.
Yeah, she really does.
Even
But
at
this
the-
was her last role.
Is one of her last roles. She was only in the business another couple of years, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even in that scene when they're like doing like the celebration at the table, and that whole like one of us thing, and like that look of like disgust and contempt, and like
I
that
can't wait to get
gradual.
there.
But we'll
Yeah,
get there.
yeah.
She's great.
But yeah.
This is around the time when you discover also that I'm sorry if I'm jumping the gun, but that Hans has inherited a bit of money, which is why they're able to forward this plot line.
Yes. Yeah.
And it doesn't feel shoehorned in though. It doesn't feel like we need to give an excuse. It feels authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep using the word authentic. It rings true.
It's where he gets those awesome suits. Tuxes he's always wearing. The guy's always dressing in style. He's like Bond,
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
standing there.
Little Men's Warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And then,
cute.
then we have the scene where Roscoe finds out that Violet, Daisy's sister, and his sister-in-law just gets engaged, and he's like, well, if you want to come over to my house anytime, you can, and then I'll go visit you at your house. He's like, yeah, we can make that work anytime.
I love that.
I know, me too.
It's so weirdly complicated.
Yeah, but I love that.
What's that gonna look like?
Yeah, like
What's
what's
that
going on
pillow
there?
talk gonna be like?
Yeah. It's like like a moving curtain throughout the house.
Right? Like, what's going on
Drop
there?
down the middle.
So Frida and Hans chat, And she expresses her concerns over Cleopatra's true intentions, and she wants Hans to be happy, right? She's like, I understand, and all I really want for you is to be happy in the end. And he apologizes to her because he does actually have feelings for Cleopatra. And this is where they kind of like are breaking it off now. And again, Frida's acting is top notch. I'm such
just
a fan.
like a class act, that lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleopatra shows off the new necklace Hans got her to Hercules, and that's when her and Hercules are just laughing about how much Hans is spending on her. Like he's just blowing all of his money on her and stuff, and you're like, I hate these people.
And they already they admit in that scene that they already pawned some of the stuff.
Right. Yeah, they're like pawning off stuff, and yeah.
That's where he's getting all those cool Hercules outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
Well, when you're only eating 6 eggs on a not hungry,
Yeah.
you need some cash,
Yeah. So Frida tells Cleopatra she thinks Cleopatra is making a joke of Hans, and Cleopatra finds out about Hans' secret fortune from Frida, who accidentally kind of like lets it slip out and stuff. And then Cleopatra and Hercules devise this plan where she will actually marry Hans for the fortune. And then we get like a title where it cuts to the wedding ceremony. And so we jump ahead a little bit, and all the circus people are there celebrating the new marriage. And Cleopatra is getting drunk and just laughing and laughing at Hans, which is getting him really upset. No, not him upset, but it gets Frida upset. Like she's so upset by seeing Cleopatra laughing at whatever Hans is doing that Frida gets up from the table and kind of walks away. And you're just like so heartbroken for the poor Frida. And
you see like Hans too, like he's just like, you just see him like becoming more and
demasculated.
more.
Yeah. And especially what she does after this. But anyway, all the people start chanting Gooble-gobble, one of us, we accept her, about Cleopatra.
It's like the thing I feel like this movie's most known for. Is
100%.
Yeah.
And I think Wolf of Wall Street kind of like,
does,
yeah, like, like One of Us thing. And so
the Ramones, the Simpsons.
Yeah. And then Cleopatra flips out. And like you said, her face, how it just like does that turn from like, she's like, oh, this is a joke to wait, I'm part of this joke now. You know what I mean? Like
it's a really sad build because that guy is walking around the table and he's got like this big ass glass that's just filled. Yeah. It's almost like a ritual, like we're welcoming you into the family.
Yeah.
And they're all taking sips of it, like we're drinking from the same glass. And then they bring it to her and she just like throws it in his face.
Yeah.
It's like so humiliating.
But that's the big nod. It's
right.
She didn't necessarily earn this, but because Hans is, marrying this woman, like it's a big give on their part to welcome her into this. So they've come to reconcile this, and they do it with joy and love. Yeah, you want to be with, and literally thrown in his face.
Yeah,
this gesture.
Yeah,
they're just staring back at her, like they're all like shocked and like
and she's like freak, and you're like, man, shut up. And she's
can't
pissed
wait
that
till you're a chicken lady.
Yeah. And then
that's where Hercules will get his eggs from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And then she humiliates Hans in front of everybody. At one point, she like even picks him up and puts him on the shoulders.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
that's awful.
And you're just like, oh my God, I hate this lady.
His head
so
is
much.
just hung in dejection.
I know.
It just, and I'm like, this was he actually, just this depressed on set because he just looks, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me,
Yeah.
He's just,
And it's so sad.
Yeah,
and
it is.
I don't know, man. And props to his performance too, because even like later too, he has a really good scene.
When he's in stately Wayne Manor.
Yeah, basically. So Hercules and Cleopatra tell Hans anything is going on between them, because he's like, is there something going on? They're like, oh no, we're just like really good friends. And poor Hans is like, I feel like there's something going on with you two.
I feel like you guys are really full of shit.
Yeah. And then Hans passes out. And
so she like poured like poison in his drink.
Yeah.
And she's making him drink it.
Right. And then we see where Cleo takes Hans to the doctor, and he says Hans has been poisoned.
But that guy, the little guy's like peeking through the window, and he kind of sees all this shit.
Yeah.
He's keeping an eye on the situation, like, oh.
Yeah. And then we see where Venus confronts Hercules about confessing and about poisoning Hans. And he's like, yeah, we didn't do it, blah, 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 right? And
we poisoned a different guy.
yeah. And then we have like a week later, Cleo is she prepares her special drink for the ailing Hans.
Who's like laying in that real cute bed.
Yeah. And he's
love his bed.
I know.
Like my eyes went right to it because the production design for this movie is like fucking
it's
rad.
so
It's
rad.
great. Leaving his wagon, everybody has to duck.
I know.
You
Everyone's like, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like it reminds me of in Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh yeah, with like
Like
Gandalf.
Gandalf like bumping his head on the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah. I love that.
Was that like an accident though? Like that's actually something that wasn't actually supposed to happen in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I love that. I love like weird, fortunate, like serendipitous accidents.
Yeah.
Like that.
There's actually another one in that scene too. Do you remember like when Gandalf was smoking crack in the corner?
What?
That wasn't actually supposed to be in the movie.
And he's like blowing through.
Yeah, he's sick. Hey, Bilbo, can I sell some of your shit to get more crack?
You know how he does like a ship through the holes of like when he's smoking? When he's smoking crack, it's like just a gun just going through holes. It's like, geez, Gandalf. Like, what's going on with you, man?
I've had many a bad evening.
A wizard is never late, especially on crack.
When he's on crack, he arrives precisely when he means to.
So Venus, what are we doing right now?
I don't even know how we got here. I think I said something stupid and derailed us. I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, it's okay. A week later, she's giving Hans like her special little drink, but Hans is actually pretending to drink it, right? And he's kind of like onto her at this
Got like
point.
a little spit rag off to the side.
Yeah. And that's when Hans chats with his buddy and says, tonight's the night and we'll meet in my wagon, right? And you're like, oh shit, like he knows. And it's really, really rad. Later on, there's this crazy storm, and it's like the climax of the movie now, which is awesome.
Those poor horses all have to drag those giant wagons.
Yeah.
It's like really sad to watch because those things look really, really big and heavy for those guys.
I know. It's
Like they're sinking in the mud and shit.
Yeah. And clearly they built some heavy divots into that road, you know. And
Right. Yeah.
But it works. It's atmospheric and it works.
Oh, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
shot. I mean, even like just I know we haven't talked about it too much, but just like when you're going around like the carnival,
Yeah.
it's just so beautifully designed. Do you know what I mean? Everything's very striking and everything like fits perfectly. Like all the wagons fit perfectly for all the characters. They all say something about them. They're not just like random spots for them to hang their hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that whole sequence at the end that we're talking about right now, like it is literally just like beautiful looking. You know,
It is, especially for that time. Mm-hmm. I feel like it was. That's probably very ambitious, especially like a 1932 film. You know what I mean? To go, through the elements like that.
to pan the camera.
Yeah.
I think it's probably so massive.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh, shit, we need 5 guys to get this
we
shot.
need 5 Hercules over here. Move this camera.
3 men died to get that shot.
So Cleo gets caught by Hans and his crew, and he hands over the bottle of poison. Hercules tries to attack Venus, and that's when Frozzo saves her. Like he shows up and he like is fighting with him, and then
The most badass thing in the world happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then he like throws Frozzo on the stove, and there's like this fire that
Oh yeah,
happens.
that part's really like, oh my god.
I was like, wow, that's crazy.
It's like a Ron Burgundy, like well, this escalated quickly.
Yeah, this
Shit just got real.
Yeah. Shit just got real. and that's when all the freaks that Hercules made fun of, we see he goes outside And when he's like fighting, he's on top of Frozone. One of them is like a knife thrower, like an expert knife thrower.
That's the badass thing I was just referring to.
Yeah.
Because he's like really giving it to poor Frozone. And then that knife just gets like thrown like he's like a fucking spy or something.
Right, yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like bullseye.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And
That's my weak spot.
And so then as he's falling down on the ground, we see everybody kind of like coming towards him, and it's really like they're trudging through the mud and like crawling through, making their way to him, and he's like, like freaking out. And
I really wish I had a better attitude throughout this whole movie. This is all coming down on me.
And we pretty much suspect, they definitely killed Hercules there. And as for Cleopatra, they actually reveal now where it goes back to the beginning where that guy...
Oh, wait, before we get there?
Oh, yeah.
I love when she's like running away and they're all just kind of like coming after her.
Yeah.
It's like...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's real cool looking.
It's really cool.
It is, and that's what people who haven't seen the movie project. This is what the whole movie's about. Is circus freaks with knives in their teeth, and some of them have got, and they're chasing people through the woods. I mean, but it's very justified, and no, it's the end, and it's visually striking.
Yeah,
and every note rings true.
Yeah, and so they cut back to the beginning, and you have this guy who finally shows what this woman looks like now, and she looks like a chicken woman. It's very like Tusk. I wonder if like Kevin Smith was like, I want to make like my version of that.
I
or
want
something.
my chicken lady.
Yeah, I want to, but mine's gonna be a seal or something.
Named Freddy.
Yeah,
I guess Gonzo's really hot for it. He always eat the chicken,
Yeah. And then, but yeah, she's a chicken woman now. And so half of her lower body is like a chicken. And then like her face is even messed up.
Yeah.
And
she looks like Rocky at the end of the first Rocky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
I think Sylvester Stallone saw this. I was like, I want to be the chicken lady, Make me look like a fucking chicken lady.
Catch the chicken, you son of a bitch.
Hey, good reference.
Rocky chasing her around.
It's poor Cleopatra.
Your clock out of luck.
Pluck out a look. Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
That's funny.
But yeah, so then we cut to Hans, and he's in his mansion, and Frozone.
What a fucking mansion he's got.
I know, right?
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
He built it so he could just have a big cigar and not have his balls busted by Frida,
Right, exactly. He's like, it's like, I fucking had it. But Frozone and Venus show up, and they take Frida to see Hans. And you see Frida confesses her love and her deep love for Hans still. After everything, she's like, I love you. I still care about you.
Sobbing in her arms, and she's just like...
And he feels so bad about how everything played out.
It's like what she's saying to him. She's like, oh, don't cry, Hans. I love you. And I'm like...
Yeah.
Like anybody who misinterpreted this movie, just like they didn't get it.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they misinterpreted it, they didn't get it right. But the point is, I feel like people in the audiences back in 1932 were all aghast with this film, and the producers didn't get it. They were all really uncomfortable with the movie existing. But like moments like this, you're just like, I don't know, like what else could you get from it? It's just kind of like, oh, like the I don't know. Like, I just think it's a very compassionate movie. Yeah.
If it stayed out there and wasn't shelved, I mean, imagine the amount of people it would have influenced. And still, I'm happy it's around today.
Yeah.
And we're talking about it, and a lot of people talk about it. But
yeah,
really, it was it's so ahead of its time. I think that's the problem. They couldn't wrap their head around it. Like, it doesn't work. The leads, we have full-grown people here, and they're not the leads,
Right.
We're putting freaks in, come on.
Yeah.
Panicking. Hit the panic button, please, Irving Thalberg.
Yeah. They're like, but, I think that there's so many movies that come out, and at the time, they're panned, right? And, and they're like, oh, this movie was terrible, yada, yada, by, like, critics. Even, like, The Shining, right? Yeah. The Shining was up for, like, Razzies, which kind of blows your mind to think about, because that's like now considered probably like one of the top 5 best horror movies of all time.
That's always the thing with brilliance, though. The
Right.
world's not always ready for it.
Yeah.
Very well said. Yeah.
Like The Thing, it bothers me that was a big old bomb.
Yeah.
And no one cared for it.
And now that's considered
One of the greatest
a
movies.
classic. Yeah.
There's like all these movies that like get all these accolades like throughout, like during like the Oscar season that no one fucking remembers.
Yeah.
But then like, The Shining hangs in there because
It's
Kubrick was a
amazing.
genius and he
Yeah.
was ahead of the audience. He
Yeah.
was ahead of even like Spielberg was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And like years later it's like, okay, I may have been wrong for the first time
Right.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. Sometimes it takes, maybe a generation even for something to catch up. And, Freaks was, and you think about it even in a historical, sociological context. I mean, within less than a decade, by the end of the 1930s, you had a group that thought it was the superior, good-looking, tall race, able to pass judgment on people who were not considered, in their echelon.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, the ramifications of that in my mind are just,
Insane,
remarkable for that movie. Why it came out at the right time. But
Yeah.
Rory's so right. It's just it was too good for us, man.
Yeah. Ahead of the curve. Yeah. All right, let's go into our final thoughts and would you recommend this movie? Jeff, you go first.
Oh, 1,000 times I'd recommend this movie. And fun fact, Harry Earls, Hans, was one of the Lollipop Guild in The Wizard of Oz.
No shit.
Yeah. He was the one all the way on the, if you're staring at the on the right next to Jerry Marin. Yeah.
Wow.
He wasn't one of the ones harassing poor Dorothy, was he?
Now you got me wondering.
We'll just act like he wasn't.
No.
That's so cool that he's in that movie. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Brush right past
Oh
my
my
accusation.
God.
It's an MGM movie, so that would be in 39, just 7 short years later. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. But
That is so cool.
just based on that alone, yes, I'm going to recommend this movie for anybody. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what you've heard about it, but it is an amazing, amazing Russian nesting doll. Just so layered.
Yeah.
Everything about it is just, And you said horror adjacent, Rory said, so true.
Yeah.
It's considered a horror movie. And the end is, it does have some of the most striking and could be
Visuals, yeah.
scary, but
It's
no.
scary if you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Like if you're a person who's like
Morally
Hercules and if you're like Hercules and Cleopatra, this is a horror film for you.
It makes you rethink some of your decisions, maybe.
Like maybe don't be such a fucking
Dick.
prick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Rory, your final thoughts and would you recommend this movie?
I recommend the hell out of this movie. I think it's important for people to occasionally watch movies that could help put them in check.
Yeah.
Because human beings can be a little judgy and cruel sometimes, and it's nice that there's this type of cinema out there that you can watch and be like, oh, like that's like really awful to do to people. I think we've said it before. I think it's an incredibly empathetic movie, very compassionate, very like beautiful at times, and brave as fuck for like a movie made in 1932. And I think everybody should watch it. I recommend it to people who like watching movies.
Yeah.
This is for you.
This is for you guys.
How about you, Eager?
Yes, I highly recommend this. This is a movie I feel like general audiences, everyone could watch this movie. Because there's sometimes we cover a horror movie and I'm like, I can't recommend this movie because this is too weird or strange or it just wouldn't hit for general audiences. This movie I think would. I think it just saved me a bunch of money because it's so progressive. But yeah.
Well played.
Yeah. But no, this movie is so good. And I just feel like if you haven't seen this movie, it's a definite recommend because I feel like there's so much you could take away from this movie. And even if you're like a fan of cinema, I think this is like one of those movies
Essential.
that is essential.
Yes.
Yeah, to see because obviously there's so many other things that have referenced this movie throughout time.
More than you realize.
More than you realize, yeah. And it's just, I don't know, it's just an incredible looking movie. There's some cool like pin lighting that is going on like at the final scene with like Hercules and stuff. And just like some cool shots like that opening, like you said, is fantastic. So I definitely recommend this movie for everyone. I think it's rated E for everyone because it's so good. But yeah, no, I definitely like it. All right, let's go into our new segment that we have, your favorite kill. So Jeff, what was your favorite kill in this movie? I know there's only like one. So
there is one.
There is one, and obviously Hercules. That's the only one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Maybe Roscoe's love life was a pretty bad kill. True. Once the other guy came into the picture.
Yeah. It just killed all his.
All his hopes and dreams.
Right. Yeah. So good. How about you, Rory?
There was like a fly that landed on Han's head at one point. I'm pretty sure he died of loneliness.
Oh man.
So that's a kill. No, I would probably say like Hercules. Yeah. Because that's the only kill in the movie.
Yeah.
To be fair, and it's rad. It's really fucking cool. It reminds me of the ending of Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah, with the knife catch.
Yeah.
Good reference. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's I love that. It hits real well too.
Right.
The way it's photographed,
dude,
it's really
absolutely
cool.
Yeah.
So that's the one I pick.
Yeah, well, Hercules for me too because it's the only one. But
most boring one we've done so far.
No, this movie is so good, and I recommend it to all of our listeners. Like seriously, I know some people listen to our show that don't watch horror movies, and that's what they like about this because they could like listen to it and not have
watch
to,
horror movies from afar,
right?
Safe distance,
and be like get scared about it. So for those people listening specifically, check out Freaks.
Is that going to stand up?
Yeah.
We're good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
For those at home who are wondering what that horrible sound was,
that was
one
me.
of the mics went down.
Yeah. But yeah, I recommend this for everybody. All right, let's go into our emojis.
Let's hear those bomb ass emojis.
All right, Jeff, you go first. What emojis would you give this movie?
Oh my goodness. It's been so long since I've investigated the emojis. Gosh, you caught me off guard with this one.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So
would you like us to hold a flashlight over your face while we do this? No pressure. No pressure.
I have to go to the...
I know. I might have to go to my thing here too.
Well, I'll waste the audience's time a little bit.
All right.
I'm going to go with the sea lion emoji because there's one of those guys in here. Saw the bull emoji.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. There's a couple of horses I got to throw in there. Mm-hmm. Maybe some more horses also.
Love it.
There's like a big top emoji, motherfuckers. Did you know that?
Well, there's a clown one too. So
yeah, there's a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big smiley face on him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give it a heart. And I'm going to give 2 thumbs up because you guys are checking right now on your phones, see what you want to put. So I'm going to filibuster a little bit. Sometimes I like to say that movies like this need other emojis as well. Emojis are these things that you can find on your phone sometimes. And I would maybe end with a knife. And a big tall guy, and that knife goes at the tall guy. And is anyone else ready, or do you need me to keep
and a
going?
chicken, and a chicken,
and a chicken,
and a chicken.
Yes.
And a chicken lady.
Okay.
The chicken lady emoji.
Yes. Go on. Yes.
I did my best. I'm sorry.
And a turd for Hercules.
What would be your emojis?
So my emojis would be just what we talked about there. I mean, it's everything's so varied. A chicken. A knife I would put in there as well. I'm not to steal Rory's, but yeah, I didn't know there was a sea lion in there. But yeah, put him. That's the whole point of this. In an era where we have to encourage more people to let their freak flag fly, and so many kids
freaks flag.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to find their identity and everything else.
Yeah.
This movie should be a touchstone for them.
I love that.
Yeah,
absolutely
about finding your tribe.
Yeah, definitely. My emoji is a bathtub.
With wheels on it?
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, good. Yeah, EJ's emoji is a bathtub.
I really like that
Make
scene.
some gin later.
I really like that scene a lot. It's pretty good.
Those are my favorite emojis you've ever had. It's I don't know. I got a bathtub.
I got a bathtub.
Oh, yeah. I guess there was a bathtub in the movie.
All right. Let's go into our plugs.
It's time for a plug.
All right, Jeff, you could go first. What do you have plugged? To plug any upcoming projects or anything that you have in the pipeline?
Well, I'm excited to attend which will have already passed by the time we get there, but the Northeast Pennsylvania Theater Alliance Awards.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing what comes of that. I'll be doing a summer movie preview on WNEP soon. And really looking forward to talking some summer movies with you guys to get some exciting things in the works this summer.
Cool.
Yeah. And just working on a bunch of scripts. And next time I come, I'll be announcing hopefully some dates of some stuff, and we'll get it going. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm always working on something,
Hey, quick question. What's the summer movie you're most anticipating?
The Adventures of Cliff Booth, which is not what people want to hear.
Okay,
but that's only
fair.
because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was one of my favorite movies of the last decade.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Big on that movie.
Huge. But otherwise, I really am curious about Master of the Universe, as I know you two are as well.
Yes, I'm so psyched for that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about
so psyched.
How about things like The Odyssey?
I can't get excited about it, but I said the same thing about Frankenstein. And I just
because you've read some. Yeah, I got you.
I don't want to get into another epic and swords and sandals and blah blah blah. And I'll probably be eating my words next time we talk.
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Oh wait, here's one. Matt Damon. Disclosure Day. Yeah, thoughts? Do you think that's gonna be good?
I have my reservations.
Is it the CG deer and stuff? That's my only thing.
CG everything. I just I don't know what to make of it, but hopefully I'll have a better answer soon. I don't know. Yeah. It's been a lifetime of curbing my enthusiasm, but also totally turning on my head and getting excited about stuff that I promised myself I shouldn't get excited about.
Yeah.
So we'll see what tomorrow brings, but just looking forward to the summer, man. A lot of great stuff.
Yeah,
that's our season, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, it's probably Masters of the Universe. Because I'm really, really psyched for that. I think it looks amazing. I don't know. So far, but it could be terrible. Who knows? You never know until you see it. But just off the trailer. Oh, you know what? Mortal Kombat 2 is like a movie I'm looking forward to. But
I'm lending into the Odyssey because I'm like a Nolan geek.
Yeah,
I love him. I just feel like if anyone else was making that movie, I'd probably have that same feeling you are, where it's just kind of like, But it's like the we were saying at the beginning of the episode with Del Toro.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I would like to hear what you have to say on that topic. Because, Nolan doesn't have to do this.
No.
He could do anything, and this is what he chose, so I'm kind of curious. And I got to see, the first, 5 minutes of it before Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
And it looks, ambitious and fucking crazy. So I'm excited. But that's what you got to plug, good sir.
That's what I have to plug. Thank you for the opportunity to plug.
Hell yeah,
absolutely. Rory, you go ahead.
Also, if there's ever anything that you do want us to plug and say you're not on that week, just message me or message him and we'll plug it for you.
Thank you.
Shows, anything you got coming up. For a substantial fee, mind you. It's usually somewhere in the ballpark of $600,000 each. Shut up, man. Let's see what we can get. No, just anytime you need to plug something, just let us know. I'll plug some stuff right now. I got Raven View Productions. You can find it on the YouTubes and all the socials. We posted a little short film up there called The Burden of Beauty, starring, once again, EJ's Pants. He's in there with Christopher Alou and actress Melina Barry, and they crush it.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
The Raven View Productions is also the production company that puts out this podcast that you listen to called FREAKQUELS Podcast each and every Wednesday, like clockwork. So if you like the pod, you should follow us or whatever the fuck it is that people do to follow things. Sarah Vista Broker Real Estate. It is a place where if you want to sell or buy houses, look her up. She also has a podcast, and she can help alleviate some of your fears or concerns about the housing market currently, because I know a lot of people have questions. So she has an entire show where she answers questions. Fourth Cut Reviews, Churskin 40. Churson. Is he chursing anything lately? What's he chursing?
Yeah, he is working on a project. I don't know if I can announce it yet, but he's working on something really cool.
Is it like a what?
It's like a YouTube video.
Okay.
I don't know. Like You know what? Whatever. It's gonna be like locations for like anything historic
Okay.
or movie, TV related.
I feel like the historic stuff for him would be
yeah.
fantastic because like Chris has got a lot of
Knowledge
on history, and that seems to be like what lights him up in life.
Yeah.
It seems to make him happy. So look for that, America. We got Gravy Digger's pot pie. Mm-hmm. You can eat it.
Finger licking good.
Yeah.
You might find a finger in there.
It's now made with bits of chicken Cleopatra. It's a part of the new original recipe. Schwartz Dreamboat. Go see him perform at the Electric City Improv with Alec James and Ed Zielinski each and every weekend. And it's the best way to alleviate any kind of depression because those guys operate on some kind of an A game that I don't fully understand. They're so goddamn funny. And that group, that whole thing, the Electric City Improv, like what a great thing to just have in your area.
Yeah.
It's like literally just like you could just go there on the weekend and watch like a comedy show that's not like it's not like a thing. I really want people to understand this. It's not like it's like okay comedy. Like they're like operating on like I think like a professional level. I've watched like Netflix specials that I don't get anything out of where I'm just kind of like, oh, whatever, that's fine. These guys like hurt me when I laugh. These are so funny.
Yeah, I'm a sociopath and I don't feel anything, but sometimes when I watch Electric City Improv, I feel things.
Dude, it was cool. I saw this video. EJ, I saw this video the other day where they were like performing.
Yeah.
And they showed this like audience shot. And everybody was laughing hysterically. And EJ was just staring. Just dead expression.
I was laughing inside.
Yeah. I saw like your lip go up at one point.
Yeah,
like
I enjoyed it.
Come out. Yeah. That's the highest praise.
Yeah, that's
His mouth moved.
Yeah.
That's how we know you're doing well. Electric City Improv.
I don't always laugh my balls off, but when I do, it's for Electric City Improv. Yes. There's a plug, guys. All right?
Yeah. Yes.
There you go, Schwartz.
We got, Real Chronicles. Friend of the show, Dave Gonzalez. That is his podcast. EJ and I were just on for the
fantasy movie draft.
Yeah.
You got to get Jeff on that.
Yeah, you would be fantastic.
That sounds
yeah,
like fun.
yeah. That's a great. I'll run that by our friend Dave Gonzalez. I don't know if you ever see this like on the Facebooks. Sometimes we like post this other podcasts that we pop on sometimes, Real Chronicles. Those guys are like, you would love them so much.
I feel like it's your wheelhouse.
Yeah?
Dude,
That sounds like a lot of fun.
They're like really, really like educated on like film history and like Oscars, and they're just like they just know the ins and outs of that. Even like during the Oscar season, like you could just listen to them like just based on all these like different ceremonies. Actually, like this is the list of what's gonna win, and they're always dead on. Like they're great.
Wow.
Yeah. They should gamble with this stuff. Anyway, yeah, Real Chronicles. Check out that podcast. But you can also check out Dave's work on Rotten Tomatoes under the Cinematic Reel. You don't have to just read the blurbs. In fact, don't just read the blurbs. You got to read the full reviews because that's how guys like Dave blow up out there. He's a wonderful person to review movies. You'll be entertained. Criterion Collection, just because we spent so much goddamn money and we made a drinking game for you guys. Yeah. So whatever. Amanda Aesthetics. If you have any need for cosmetic tune-ups.
Cosmetic aesthetics.
Yeah, cosmetic aesthetics. Look her up. She's wonderful. Trivia Master Brad. He's
Best trivia
in the area. Hardest working man in trivia, as Greg says.
Yep.
Friend of the show, Greg Caldwell. Yeah, his trivia is lots of fun. Participate, just go. You'll learn something. He'll feel confident, and he'll break you. Last thing I just want to mention, and it's my favorite thing to mention, Kitties of NEPA Pet Rescue. Please look them up because they do wonderful things going in and saving cats from really bad situations. They get them all their shots and surgeries. They get them all cleaned up and ready to come to your home. I have a cat named Ella. You'll hear me talk about her way too much on the show. You know probably way more about like my cats than you have actually like anything about me as a human being because I talk about them a lot. But That's because cats are wonderful. So you just got to meet Ella for the first time.
I know.
Ella
Which
came
is
out from
crazy.
under the bed. He was over the other day. He always hides under the bed. She hides under the bed when he comes over, but she finally came out and she was kind of giving him like the
sniffs and a little head
her
motions.
Her eyes were super wide.
Yeah,
like she was seeing into his soul.
I felt like such an honor, to be honest.
And it was a goddamn honor.
I was like, oh my god, I feel honored right now.
She's just like graceful and smooth.
It's
But anyway, if you go on FREAKQUELSpodcast.com, there's actually a quick link that you can click on. It'll take you right to their group. And if you want to get involved and help save some cats, adopt cats, get lots of cats, fill your house up with cats. So many cats that it's hard to walk through your apartment or house. Whatever.
Well, that's a lot of cats.
Kick your goddamn kids out of the house and fill their bedroom up with cats because it's fun. Anyway, but yeah, check them out and meow. What do you got?
Really fast, check out Respawn Tattoo here in Dunmore. You have Gentle J. He's like one of the best at it. It's our home now for FREAKQUELS podcast. So check out Respawn Tattoo. He's amazing. He's awesome. He's super friendly and he loves horror movies. So he's a great person to just chat with. So check out Respawn Tattoo. Also check out, really quick, Adam Farley's music on Spotify or anywhere you listen to music. He's awesome. He's been on the show. Did a cover of Hold On Blue Eyes from The Wraith. And if you haven't listened to it yet, check it out. It's amazing. Also check out New Metal Messiah Jon Snow. He's in like 19 different cover bands, all new metal. So go to easterntributecollective.com and find out where he has upcoming shows because he's awesome to see live. And finally, check out frequelspodcast.com where you can find links to our socials and like links to whatever we talked about. And we also have merch out there if you want a shirt or mug and stuff like that. So check out frequelspodcast.com. And again, special thanks to Jeff for coming on our show. Dude, I love when you're on.
Oh man.
I love your brain and the way you like analyze and think about movies. And you're and of course your writing. I'm a huge fan. But
you're too kind. This is a highlight for me. I really, and it's been too long since the last one. You know, had some stuff going on, but now we're in the zone here, man. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's do it. And I'm telling you, you have to go on Cinematic Reel. You have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Because you would be so good on that show too.
They would like love you.
Yes,
like,
they would like adore you. Yeah. But yeah, no.
Like Harry Earls, are they gonna just? I'm so adorable.
I'm gonna talk you up next time I'm on there. I'm like, you gotta get Jeff Boam on your right now. But no, dude,
Why
thank
do you
you so
sound like
much.
Macho Man Randy Savage when you're selling it to them? You know? Oh yeah, snap into a J-Bo. You know,
Snap into it, yeah. But no, dude, thank you so much for being on, and I appreciate you taking the time to come out and be on the show. Please come back anytime you want. Love having you on, man.
Thank you guys. Likewise. Yeah. Or EJ, you guys are the best.
You are the best, man. And thank you to everyone listening to us all around the world. We love you guys, and thanks for always helping spread the love and listening and telling people about it.
Think of us as like a sexual disease that you get to spread.
Just keep throwing us out there. All you people in England that's friends with Greg and in California
and
friends with Brent and just family, and my brother in Georgia listens to every single episode, so shout out to you. I love you, Sean.
And a special shout out to all those people that write those extensive letters asking us to stop.
Just stop. Yeah. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
We appreciate the fact that you think about us so often.
Right, yeah. Just please stop podcasting.
Yeah, I don't like when you throw like Molotov cocktails from my window, but
or bricks.
Yeah.
Like just I don't understand.
It also hurts that you're like family.
That's
It hurts that I'm like related to some of you.
That is some archaic shit, so cut it out.
Could you maybe like start with the pitchforks again, the torches?
Yeah.
You know, it's like a Frankenstein
bring
monster
that
chase. Let's bring that shit back. Anyway, hey, and the stupid show.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to us, and we love you guys. And with that being said, thank you for listening to
Gooble-gobble. We accept her. One of us. That's from the movie.
That's from the movie.
I made that up.